Oh, so this is the projections thing. So I can drag these around.
Yeah, you can change them and then hit the balance things. We're live on YouTube now.
Hello, YouTube. We're not really go. We're sort of go.
Yep.
I mean we're going,
You can watch us,
but we haven't really started.
yeah, we don't know.
You can see the results popping up. Those are real and live. We will start gradually talking about stuff, and at some point we'll probably even introduce ourselves. We can talk about how this is. Oh, has this slipped down? Is that meant to be at the top?
Yeah.
I'm going to adjust this because it's quite uncomfortable down like that. All right.
We could have graphics displaying who we are if we knew how that worked.
Can I make a new one, or do they need to pre-exist?
No, I don't.
Let them do it.
Leave graphics alone.
Okay. What if I play Mr. Bob? Nothing.
Which camera is that? This one? Me? Yeah.
No red shirt tonight.
Well, I like this one. This is a good.
I like that one too.
It's got a bit of everything except no green. I have a very nice.
So I
tie
have a
that
Ben
you wore.
Sherman jacket that I just love
Yeah.
so much. I love it so much that just from walking, I wore out the lining, and now the lining kind of hangs like a homeless
Good lining in
person.
your jacket.
Yeah,
That replaced somehow.
yeah. I love it though.
Yep.
So we have 12 viewers on YouTube.
Hello, 12 viewers on YouTube. We are the most professional, the most independent, and definitely the most non-commercial
Yes.
election webcast.
So before I came here, I checked out just briefly TV1's coverage.
Yep.
They've got like 3D graphics hovering in space.
You don't need that.
No. Well,
You don't need that. Look, I've got a piece of paper that was sent to me in the post that tells me who the party lists are. That's all we need.
which parties are
Democrats for Social
wildly
Credit.
overly optimistic about?
Need
Like,
ban 1080.
apps don't need 38 people on the list. Come on.
I'd like it if they didn't need one.
Yeah.
All right. These are.
David Seymour, speaking of Acts 1.
Oh, I should have invited David.
currently
I should have
lead-
invited David.
Yeah.
It didn't even occur to me to invite him.
Well, do you remember? Wait.
These are the people. These are the people
they're
who
people
are.
coming?
Who are
Oh, wow.
Well, these are the people who are confirmed, but only if we get
Hey,
our ear things working.
Right, that's me.
That's you. I know. That's you. If we get our ear things working, and if we get the Skype thing working, all of these people that I'm not going to talk about, I'm not
Everybody
going to
else-
name them because it will make people too excited.
Yeah. But everybody else other than me is actually somebody who
Actual-
anyone would have heard of.
Actual people.
Can you both check your mics and see if there's both switched on?
Mine was switched on. Oh, is it possible that?
What are you, blue?
Yeah, I'm blue, and it says ORD 24.
It was on before, hang on.
And if I say burp, 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 burp,
Oh.
I've got a little minus 20 light that flashes green.
I'm on now. Yep.
I'm doing one thing at a time. Okay, you're both on now. That's good.
Okay, you can hear
One
us?
thing at a time is good. Can we get this turned on? Because I feel like this will make this look. Oh,
Like the signal, we're going to go for that. What? We're going to find another converter.
all right. That's cool. I'm just going to mention stuff as I notice it. That's all. I mean, I know
Yeah.
that everyone else has already thought about this stuff. Like I texted Dylan. I texted Dylan on Thursday night saying, hey, so we have a cupcake parliament. Should I bake some cupcakes?
So you baked the cupcakes this year?
No!
No, okay.
No! He'd organised it months before that, before it occurred to me.
Well,
and I-
no, because last I'd heard a week ago or something, we weren't getting the cupcakes this year. So very excited when I showed up and they were here.
I can't.
That's our cupcakes.
Ah, excellent. Big thank
Tempt
you
me.
to tempt me for
Tempt
our
me?
cupcake party.
Yeah, okay, so I mean,
We'll show you shortly.
once we feel like we've got everything on, like this, we'll just do a soft launch for all the early starters.
Yep.
But once we actually feel like everything's running, we'll do a proper introduction. And we'll say who we are, and we'll
Yep.
thank all our sponsors. But I want to thank... Has anyone got an Epic?
A beer.
No? Like, absolutely no one's had a single beer, eh?
We're professionals. We're teetotal tonight.
I haven't had a beer in like 5 months. Can I have a pale ale, please? Tempt me. Let me. Have they got a tempt me dot?
CC.
Isn't that
Top level.
I know.
isn't that Cook Islands or something?
No, that's CK.
Oh. Is that something that we can create a graphic for?
We have one.
And is that something that I'm meant to be able to push a button in it?
You don't run graphics. I run graphics. Leave the graphics alone.
Oh, so the Q thing really is I just like make a suggestion,
Yeah.
and then
Run it.
you are an adult.
That's the theory.
Okay. So like I can suggest the Ben Gracewood graphic.
There we go. Look, see, there you go. We got cupcakes.
Hey, it's got a thing in front of it. That's brilliant. That's brilliant.
Oh, that's a spoon. It's the wrong one.
Oh.
Let me just go. There we go. Tempt me.
Or move the sign up a little bit so that it's visible over the graphics. Yeah.
Temptme.cc. You can see pictures of cupcakes.
Yeah.
Oh, beautiful.
Man, cupcakes are so good.
And as usual, we can't start icing them until we get some hard results. So
Go to the dashboard on that thing. You can have a look. It'll show you. You can sort. You can scroll down, see the details. You can sort by how many returns there are, like how far through the count they are, margin, things like that.
if we scroll down to the bottom.
Put so much effort into the software on the graphics, and it's none of it.
So at what percentage of votes counted? I mean, some of them we can probably call them before the voting even starts, right?
Yeah.
But is Jerry Brownlee going to win Ilam, for instance?
Sure.
The party just stopped.
That's weird.
Because I mentioned Jerry Brownlee because he is such a massive bummer. He's not going to stand next time, eh?
Oh, I hope not.
This is it. This is it for him. It's got to be.
Yeah.
Because a dude like that ages prematurely, eh? Like, what is his like physical? Like, what's his cardiac age?
300, 400?
It must be. It must be. And if you talk to someone who lives in Christchurch about how they feel like they've been just cut loose and set adrift,
Yeah.
and it was him. He was the guy that cut them loose and set them adrift and spent heaps of money on the wrong shit and built the precincts and decided they wanted this massive, elaborate stadium and didn't fix people's houses. Like, people want their houses fixed, right? Like, fuck your stadium. Excuse me. No, this is a clean show. Hey, Fox. He's gone? Okay. Fuck your stadium.
Christchurch is a very emotive issue.
Christchurch is very emotive, and I think it was a shit city,
Yeah.
and now it's a fucked city.
I was born there. I left when I was 3. I didn't like
See,
it.
even 3-year-olds know.
Yeah. I said either this cathedral goes or I do.
They want you back that much. Auckland Central, I'm calling it for Helen White, with 6.2% of the vote counted. She's miles ahead.
So far, Māngere are winning the vote counting race. They're with just over 30% of the vote counted.
Is there a reason?
Labour are well and truly in
I
front,
can do
as
it
you
by
would expect.
sort by count percentage. You've already discovered elements of the
Yeah,
user interface.
up the top here. No, I've lost
Yeah,
it
and
again.
there's only like 12 people watching though, so we're just talking shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Electorate detail. You can choose. You don't have.
How do you get into
touch
electorate
screen.
detail?
Electorate detail at the
Oh,
top.
up there.
Yeah. And then you sort by whatever these you want.
Ah, okay. What?
Sort the margin. Yeah.
No, that's what I think count is most interesting
Yeah,
right now.
count is at the moment, absolutely.
I have actually got some. Oh, Ben's going to be right out.
Yeah, Ben's in the bathroom. He'll be out any minute.
If you're like one of the people that is like, only Ben's there. So, or how do you? I mean, it's going to go Labour. Epsom? Let's look at Epsom. Let's look at Epsom. Are you Epsom?
Yeah, I think we're all Epsom. Yeah.
We're all Epsom.
I live next door to David Seymour.
Have you got his number?
Sorry?
Have you got his mobile number?
No, I try to avoid it.
He's not allowed. Yeah, he's not
Not
allowed
today.
He doesn't have a garage, so I don't know where he's moved it.
Do you think
just
that his
drove it into
house
the
is as
sea.
mouldy as he suggests it is?
Yeah, it's sort of like an Art Deco type thing. I'd imagine you can get some mold in there.
I assume he basically still lives like a grotty student.
Yeah, he's got a bunch of like sort of middle-aged flatmates I see coming and going. How old is he?
Flatmates or parents?
Well, that's my situation, so I'm not in a position to judge.
How old is he? He's one of those people, he's either 12 or 60.
He's 34, I think.
That'd be about, yeah. So he
So
actually,
there's 3 party leaders now. We should save this material, which is almost good.
we can repeat
For
ourselves.
when we've got like over 100 viewers, up to between 50 and 100 viewers,
Okay.
which might be what we top out at this time. We've got 3
So
party
we've
leaders
turned
under
this into a
40.
Kickstarter,
We've got 3
essentially.
party
We've got
leaders in their
stretch goals.
30s. Oh, I don't even know about the tiny minor parties. United Future leader Damien Light, I think, is 34. Jacinda Ardern's 37. And David Seymour, I think, is about 34 or 35. That's pretty cool. Like, United Future is a disappearing party. It's gone now.
Yep.
We're never going to see it or hear from it again.
Yep.
Damien seems like a real nice dude, and I probably should have tried to get him on. But
ACT
Skype's
is
not
a
working.
bit of a pretend party.
ACT is a pretend party, but I mean, it
Less
has
so
it's
than United
existed
Future,
since
arguably, sure.
continuously since 1996, isn't it?
Arguably, ACT has existed since 1987 when...
Right. Oh, Labour.
Yeah.
Right. That version of Labour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The foundation of what would become ACT.
So
Selling
pr- so pr-
telecom while
so
David Longy was out of
Did
the
I
country.
do you guys out of a job? Were you guys expecting to be doing the thing? Were you there the year when the cameras were? Were you the guy that was moving the camera?
I was.
Were you number one?
The live feed, the roaming camera that went around to
Oh, in the
the
car.
HQs last year.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That was good fun.
I just had some Mexicali.
Yeah.
See, I missed out on that.
Yeah.
Can I have a beer?
Yes.
That'd be great. Because we do have some beer.
You want one as well?
Is this
Oh, yes, please.
Is this
Why
how
not?
many
Yeah.
people we're going to have here? Like because I failed to promote anything?
Yeah.
Well, Dylan,
All right, well, we've got a
you're
lot
both
of food.
inviting people to come and be in the audience.
Yes, come and be in the audience. Come and be in the studio, probably. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Which is it?
The central camera. We'll call this camera 2.
Will it be a big problem, or is this like a? It's not. It doesn't autofocus, does it? No. Epic. That's you get the idea.
I can read it.
So I think once we have earbugs, what do you call them?
I don't need one. I don't need to hear.
I need to hear. So well, one person needs to hear.
What about that TV? Okay. Next one.
I'm sorry, the beers are a little bit warm.
Someone's gone for ice as well.
Yeah, I think.
It's Nick's fault.
My son's gone for ice.
So with the current
He
cast and
doesn't
crew, I
understand
think we probably have
money.
enough beer for about 2 dozen each.
If we don't like the results, we'll just get
We'll try and forget the results. So, like, depending on what the numbers are, we're not going to know what the result is anyway, right?
There's a very real
It's
possibility.
about a 99% chance that whatever the number looks like, and it's going to be national in front, right? It's going to be national about 44 or 45.
Look, I was still holding out, an outside hope that the polls might have been wrong enough that was, there would be a surprise result in that respect. But no, I think you're right. That's obviously the most likely.
But ACT brings them 1,
Mm-hmm.
and United Future doesn't exist. And Māori have expressed some preference to go with whatever block the Greens go with.
Mm-hmm.
And so that means they're just counting on Winston Peters to go with National, whatever they get. And he has suggested that he will have the conversation, and he thinks that people expect him to go with whoever is the most major
Very
party.
strongly resisted giving a real indication one way or another.
That's right. But the only thing he has ever said is that he'll talk first with whoever gets the biggest vote. So we're not going to know tonight.
Which, as Bill English informed us, is that's in our constitution.
Which is bullshit. It's funny that people talk about things in our constitution when we don't have a constitution.
That's exactly, yes.
And a lot of people are saying, "Can we please have a constitution?" and when it comes down to putting it on paper, they're like, oh, we don't need a constitution.
If you just act like...
Well, actually, we do need a constitution because then you can't claim that things are in it that aren't, motherfucker.
Yeah.
I mean, right honourable, what's his name? William?
Yeah.
Prime Minister? God, I hope he loses.
I've already beat him.
He's such
Yeah.
a shit.
He's so good at it.
Losing.
Yeah.
He is their best ever loser, actually, isn't he?
Yep.
Yeah, best ever loser.
He's got shoes on this time.
This one's baffling me. Currently, we could call someone on Skype and they could hear you.
But I can't
But
hear them.
they could just watch the show for that.
Right.
Yeah. So does anyone out
Can we
there-
just have like a real long cable that goes into my ear?
It's not.
I mean, look, I don't mind.
Yeah.
You won't be a speaker on the end of the line cable, but we can give you a cable to do that.
All right. Yeah. Okay.
Just a quick
put
message to
an
any of our viewers.
RJ45.
Any of our viewers who aren't currently hearing this, if you do want to call in on Skype, then you will be able to hear it. So,
Yeah. Or I could just Skype them on my laptop and hold it up to the mic. No.
No.
Allison. No?
Nick. What's up? Need some assistance.
You okay?
I don't know what I'm doing.
Jonah, let's talk technology. Let's pretend this is
I
a
don't
podcast.
know how it works.
Let's talk about this Microsoft
Well,
Surface thing.
hang on. Is this a politics
Is that-
podcast
that's
or a
really,
tech podcast?
That's solid as fuck, eh? That pen on there. That
Yeah.
is really
oh,
good.
it's nice. Yeah, absolutely. And
Because like if you shake it, it won't come off.
no,
I knew that. I
Yep.
knew that. Like just from feeling how well it's stuck on there.
if
Who,
I had,
who makes it? Oh, actually, it's a Microsoft Surface, so Microsoft makes it.
Yeah.
Sort of.
yeah. Well, I don't know. Yeah. Someone, they tell someone to make it.
They make 3 and then commit suicide.
exactly.
And then they get another person to come in and make 3
No,
more.
no. I'm sure they use one of the better factories that
Right.
do have the nets. So yeah, they're only
They've
allowed,
got light bulbs that simulate daylight, so they don't feel quite so
yeah,
depressed.
you're only allowed 3 suicide attempts a year, or you get a pay cut.
Man, it's dark. We shouldn't talk about technology, it turns out.
Also, I don't know anything about technology either. This is my wife's, but yeah, I took off the keyboard to look a little bit more professional on screen.
So Dylan, if I'm looking at, let's say, electorate number 12, Epsom, 14.5%, and updates are marked as on, I don't need to do anything. It will just update every time there's
It
news.
seems to be updating.
If you look at the top, it'll tell you the latest time it updated.
Go back to
11
summaries.
minutes ago.
From Epsom is 7:39.
Oh, mine says 7:29.
Really?
So people will be curious as to what we're looking at. Oh, look at that. Isn't it great? But Dylan, if I'm looking at this summary here and I want to see the details for Epsom,
You can type Epsom in the left-hand side. See where it says Epsom?
Why can't we click on things that should obviously be clickable?
what century is this?
Scroll
Type-
down.
Yep.
One further down where you've got
Okay.
Epsom, and then just tap on something there.
Oh, okay. Well, that's pretty good. But I have to scroll an awfully long way.
You've got a narrow screen.
Congratulations, one person in Epsom who party voted Internet Party.
You're welcome.
Was it you?
If Paul Goldsmith loses by 1 vote, you'll feel a little bit silly, won't you?
So everyone already knows what the strategy is for the lefties in Epsom. We vote for who we want for our party vote. Like assuming, yeah. Like you're going to be Labour or Greens, right, if you're a lefty in Epsom. You're not going to vote for, oh, I guess Māori.
I have a special case. My
Yep.
mum voted Labour
Yep.
and voted for David Seymour as an electorate MP.
Does she like him?
I tried to get to the bottom of this one.
Did he walk
No,
her
I
dogs or
understand that.
something?
I understand that. She,
She thinks
Did she teach him
he'll be
piano?
a good electorate MP and represent the local interests.
You know, I see him around.
Yeah,
I actually do see him around.
yeah.
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 I see him at the supermarket all the time. But
And he is right about some shit.
yeah, it's the libertarian dichotomy.
Yeah. Like every time I hear him talk about the, what do they call it? The tyranny of the, what do they call it? The tyranny of the public domain or something? No, what do they call it? The tragedy of the commons. He talks about the tragedy of the commons and how just real rich people should own everything.
And the fact
Because
that
they'll
you're,
take good care of it. They'll take good care of the rivers.
and the fact that you're allowed to look at things that he owns is
Yeah.
theft.
Right.
Yep. he's eating a pie and you
Why
smell some of
does
that pie.
nobody own the sun?
Yeah.
Has anyone read his book?
No.
He's got a book.
Yeah.
How has he managed to avoid knowing that he has a book?
So the first ever one of these cockamamie
Triangle
election,
television?
Yeah, on Triangle Television. The first one of these broadcasts that Dylan organised. David Seymour actually came along as a guest representing Young Act on Campus. Act on Campus, yep. And he was quite strange, I have to say. Yeah,
I don't want to have like a hater cast.
that's true. I'm sure
That's a professional, doesn't he? Someone
he was certainly very passionate and committed.
Even though I'm the biggest hater.
Yep.
Because like once I start talking shit about these motherfuckers, I won't be able to stop.
Yeah.
So it's best I don't start.
True. And to be fair, look, I was reminiscing about that broadcast, and I was telling someone, I think it was either Dylan or Melanie, that we had one wired microphone that all of the guests had to share, and I was telling them that David Seymour kept wrapping the cable around his hand so that he, you know,
So he was
touching
in
it to
control
himself.
of it.
I remembered after that conversation that actually that wasn't him, that was the young Nat who was doing that.
Oh, was it not? That's shameful. I was
Yeah.
the tape.
Yeah.
I've
Well, I
always-
asked Dylan to find the tape. Either way.
Because I could remember that, and I always
way,
remembered
it's
it as
funny,
David
yeah.
Seymour.
Yeah.
Does that mean the person that was creepily hitting on some woman
That
there
would-
was also the net?
No, that was definitely David Seymour.
Oh, okay.
And it wasn't some woman, it was every woman there.
We've got a thing.
Guess what the problem was?
It wasn't plugged in.
He wasn't plugged in. Jonathan didn't plug the cable in all of that.
Ah, so it was almost plugged in. Okay.
On the Pixel. You didn't
All right. Look at this. It's all coming together. Look, you could have seen Dylan's butt crack.
I've seen it and seen it.
Goes 3/4 of the way up his back.
The length of Dylan's butt crack that I have seen
It's like
in my
it's
time.
taller than his head. I don't understand how it even works. How do you have so much butt crack?
The cool, yep. Everyone wants to see it now.
Don't worry about walking in front of the camera and saying, I just think it's not the sort of,
For a
it's not
good
the
cause.
time that it
For a good
matters.
cause.
I mean, to be fair, he announced he was going to do it.
Yeah.
So, sorting by,
I feel like this would have been easier if we just used webcams and did it at my house.
of course.
Like all the sound would be working properly. And
Of course.
we'd have a fridge and a stove instead of that dirty ass. Did you see the dirty ass barbecue before it got turned on? No, I don't think so.
No, it was on when.
Dirty ass barbecue. Dirty ass barbecue.
Ah,
Oh my God, look at
adds
this.
to the
another
flavour,
camera.
doesn't it? That's the roving camera.
The gear is too good, eh?
Yeah.
I love all this stuff. You're probably way past it, eh? You don't give a shit about.
It remains exciting, I'm sure.
Camera / barbecue camera.
I
Yep.
love your shirt, dude. It's real nice.
Unfortunately, can't see the camera.
Yeah. Well, people can just. Oh, they couldn't even see.
No, they can't even see me.
Is that the one that's going to be? Oh, yeah. So that's Cupcake Parliament camera, is it? And it's just barbecue camera, and it's. Yeah. So there's like a screen out there as well,
Hey, we've got no graphics up.
and like a gross of beers,
It's a pyramid.
and like. Oh yeah. Pyramid minus the top is just a ziggurat. I don't think you get any healing powers if you take off the top. You've got to have the point. It focuses the healthful energy.
I don't know how to turn graphics off and on. Oh, no.
I feel like we're really late,
Yeah.
but I don't want anyone to be stressed out about it because it doesn't really matter.
It really. I
We
mean,
need to.
It's traditional as well.
Let's start some conversations with people.
Okay.
Oh, apparently the sound is quiet. Sorry, Peter, I wasn't looking.
There you go. There's the best lit barbecue.
And there was 4 of us. So
Bit swapping on the reception.
completely. I think
We do have plenty of beer for what I would say
Oh yeah, it's a little bit.
12 people.
we're in a taxi.
All up.
Does that have my name and address on it?
Middle at the back seat, so I feel like
Not that it's so hard to figure out where I am, where I live.
talking, so I had to keep like moving around.
Let's see. Oh yeah, whoa. There's actually lots of feedback on the Twitter. I apologise for not talking to everyone.
Do we have a hashtag for this?
Discourse Votes?
Discourse Votes? Okay. We should probably have a tab for that.
For some reason, it's previewing.
The utility room. Oh well, it's not into the work, I guess.
So are we pointing people to the YouTube? We don't really have a Facebook thing specifically, do we?
Facebook.com/discourse votes. It should be going.
Facebook.com/discourse votes.
Oh, yeah, I see it. It's, oh. We were live 58 minutes ago.
Should someone have been monitoring that? Was that one of my very few responsibilities?
It had 14 views, so that's nice.
I have to stop the stream before I can make it go again.
Really? With the size that people are going to be watching it at, it may not.
TV out again now that we've done it. We can swap it back. The work crew could come back in.
Okay.
This row here.
Well, you do that. I'll attempt to make it not look interlaced. Don't mind us, we're off the air.
Yeah, if you get bored and want to come and hang out, we're not actually on air right now.
It's probably not going to change my behaviour.
It's not going to change ours either.
Grab that TV and I'll walk into this one.
Okay.
So we still got picture there?
Yeah, but it's really
really
interlaced. Yeah. Oh, sorry, dude.
And it's a blue line through it.
That's quite
That's the TV.
Oh, Ashton's one.
Furniture removal crew.
Yeah. And when we come back, it'll be a different television.
Did we take down the stream for this?
It works anyway.
Which one was the TV?
So were there any settings that you wanted to change while the stream's down?
Stream's up again.
Oh, welcome back.
Nick, you're stuck here for the rest of the stream.
Yeah, just duck down.
Welcome back. Just in the break, Ben popped back in and
He says
Who's gonna take over?
he's got an upset tummy.
yeah,
So we gave him a beer because of the curative properties of the barley and the hops.
yep.
And
Seemed to
he's-
perk him up a bit for a second, but then he took off again. So
Yeah, he went into the bathroom. I guess we could. Would it be rude to send one of the cameras in to?
he wouldn't mind, but it might be rude for
It
the
would be
viewers.
rude. All right, we won't do that. I really want this stuff. Oh,
It's
that's
still,
not.
it looks
Bothers me so
gone
much.
forever.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
I'm sure they have no
Everything's
idea.
great.
From back there, they have no idea what we're talking about.
Everything's good. Yeah. We could figure out some Chemical Brothers. Did Ben take one of those? Can someone do a quick count? We need 100. We're probably 121, right? We're gonna need 121.
122.
You reckon 122?
I know.
It's gonna be 121.
Yep.
Yeah. Are there exactly 121? So if there's two,
So have we had an overhang every government
I think so.
for long enough now that we don't need to bother explaining how that works? Everyone knows.
There you go. We can do this. I'll show you.
oh, Bay of Plenty. That's not on my list. Is that?
Look at.
If you live in the Bay of Plenty, I guess this is important. Look, let's just start with Epsom because we didn't really finish talking shit.
We'll go to Epsom.
Oh, I like this.
Oh, you flash.
Yeah.
But to the viewers on the stream, it's just this little bit.
So we can put that.
You need to cut to the thing and then zoom.
There we
Look
go.
at that.
And there we go. Where else do you want to see?
I want to see Oharu.
Okay.
Oh,
Now imagine if
is
that.
that where it is?
That's cool though.
So that's what's his name, Damien O'Connor.
Yeah, but we can also see. Whoops. That's. Oh, hang on.
Is that a camera that doesn't? Was that Skype?
Let me see if I can bring Parliament up. Generic. Do anything?
Oh, this is a projected Parliament-shaped graphic, is it?
Hang on. Let me try. Projections.
Oh, you can change the settings on that using
Who do I want to see?
Right,
Dashboard.
The graphics is kind of where I've run into a little bit of problems.
And just getting on air.
I'm told that the audio dropped again by Twitter. I don't know if that means it's low.
I've moved it up, so we'll just see how we go. Let me see. Put the shift 4.
Well, the comment on Facebook is, oh wow, this is better. So
Okay.
All right.
when we came back, we were just
Here we go. Let's
nice.
have a look over there, and we'll just see if we get this working.
Thanks for the feedback, Jonathan.
That didn't work. Where did it go? It didn't go anywhere.
If you're in Auckland, if you're in central Auckland, come and visit. We are talking about our location, aren't we?
Yeah.
19 Pollen Street, Grey Lynn. We've got a barbecue. We've got steaks and really shit pre-cooked sausages and lots of beer. And if you're interested enough in this kind of thing, then hey Foxy, then come along. You've got ice, nice.
And this is my bottle.
Nice bottle.
Okay, can you?
We're child friendly and everything. This means I have to sort out my language again.
Yeah.
So come along, 19 Pollen Street. If you're in like Ponsonby, Grey Lynn, Arch Hill, Eden Terrace,
Why was you?
Kingsland,
why-
Grafton.
I
Grafton.
was talking you on the TV outside.
oh, were you out next to the barbecue? Yes, we've got lots of
You can
room
see us from outside.
outside.
And I'm
It's very exciting.
gonna talk on the TV.
You're going to talk on the TV? Okay.
It'd be
I'll
like
talk
Skype.
to you while you're out there, okay? Hey, Foxy! Foxy! Can you see me? I'm in the TV box. Whoa! Daddy, what are you doing in there? He's probably saying. Do you know
Just
any
the idea-
Wiggles songs? Because it would probably be really good for him if we could sing him some
Hot
Wiggles
potato,
songs.
hot potato.
Hot potato, hot potato.
There's a big
Hot
red
potato,
car.
hot potato. Potato. Potato, potato, potato. Oh.
You got embarrassed.
Mashed banana, mashed banana.
Hey, you do know
Mashed
Wiggles
banana,
songs.
mashed banana. I've seen them live, man. Come
Oh, wow.
on. These are things you're obligated to do if you have a kid. Cold spaghetti, cold spaghetti. See, we've got loads of stuff. Come down, 19 Pollen Street. You're so welcome. If you know how to talk, and if you let's say you did one paper of political studies and therefore know more than we do, just come and join us on the
Yep.
couch. We probably can come up with a microphone, maybe my one. 'Cause,
If you know off the top of your head what's a safe national seat,
yeah, because
no idea.
no.
So-
There must be one over up north, East Coast Bays.
Yeah.
Is that an electorate? Something like that, right?
Clevedon.
Helensville?
Isn't that Bill English's?
That was John Key. Was Helensville, but of course he's not standing this time, so who knows? Probably still a safe thing.
Yes. Anybody.
This is nice. Focus. There you go.
So this is disappointing. Let's have a look at Nelson.
All right. Oh, this is what we really wanted. We want Nick Smith out, but really they
Not
need
going so well so far.
they need an arrangement, don't they, with the Greens?
Some kind of arrangement might have helped. I don't think they were. They didn't get their stories straight.
They split the vote, man. They always split the vote.
It was my understanding earlier in the week. It seemed like they had a deal.
Oh, are you kidding me?
I was
Like that's not a little bit split.
no kidding. It's,
How do we get Ipsum up onto the graphics, Dills? Can I just say cue graphic for Nelson, and then it will actually go to you? Did I say Nelson or Ipsum?
You said Epsom.
I said Ipsum, I meant Nelson. Because it's embarrassing for the left. Get your shit together. Tactical voting is easy.
Nelson. Stand by.
Like if you like the Greens, party vote the Greens. And if you want to harm the Nats, vote for whoever is most likely to beat them. And if you're a Green in Nelson, that means you should vote for Rachel Boyack.
Well,
Or
although,
Labor should stand aside and let the Greens win an electorate.
as this week, yes, it had been discussed that Nelson was the Greens' chance to win a seat.
Well, apparently, because he's got 4,000 votes.
Yeah.
Matt
He's,
Laurie.
He was very popular, you know. He's,
And ACT has 55 votes, 0.3%. So they're in with a chance there. That wasn't a wasted
55
party
votes,
vote.
about half as many votes as they had
Did you-
in Epsom.
did
No,
you-
I didn't. Didn't swap them, so that's still yours
Did
on
I
that
drink
side.
more than you? What are we trying? Are we trying a sound thing so that I can hear Skype? Have you discovered anything interesting with this dashboard?
No. I've been looking at the numbers, not how it works.
No, it's still, yes, it's
It's all right though.
Actually, what?
No, because I was looking over the shop.
Would you guys be interested in disgraced former New Zealand first youth leader Cohen Robinson coming on the show?
Sure. I don't know how they were disgraced. New Zealand first youth. That is disgraceful. Why would you do that?
I don't know. We went to high school with him.
Yeah.
And, he joined the Chinese cultural group to learn more about
We have to
communism.
walk that and see
And
what's in the street.
he's a weird dude.
He's very
Get outside and then you get sick from inside.
So this is interesting, looking at the difference between the candidate votes and the party votes. Obviously, there's a clear preference for
We
Labour.
need something, because like for the viewers to be able to see this,
That's right. Well, I guess
we
if-
need
if-
the big one.
If
But
Dylan
for us to
wasn't
be able
busy
to
doing
point
something
at it,
more important, actually making stuff work.
I
Can
mean,
we, can we have Nelson up?
she probably has a name, Dylan.
Thanks, Anna.
Anna, yeah, Anna has a name. Sorry.
Thank you, Anna.
My bad. Hello.
I know your name now.
So there you go. Over 8,000 party votes for Labour. It's
Yeah.
a fairly,
Yeah.
strong support for Labour there. And yet, when you look at the candidate votes,
Yeah,
half of those votes are going to Matt
Green.
Laurie. Yeah.
yeah. So do you feel like that means
It's a lack of communication there.
right?
Get
so
on the
it's
same
Labour
page.
people that messed it up, not Green people that messed it up for a change.
Well, I don't know. It's I would say it's Labour or Green people, just general lefties who can't make up their minds.
You'll be at some sort of.
Labour have never quite gotten the hang of tactical voting.
That's
like
right.
one time in Coromandel, right? And it worked.
It did, although I'm pretty sure that year the Greens actually ended up making it just over 5% anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah, that used to
But
be
why
the...
mess around? Like the Greens are always going to be beneficial to you,
Yeah.
aren't they? Because you're only going to get, like with that wasted vote, you only get a partial benefit from them disappearing
Yeah.
in terms of your own numbers.
Yeah.
And it's never going to equal, like, because the Greens are not going to vote against a marginal, like if Labour was just there, then the Greens are going to give them confidence in some play.
Yeah, yeah,
They'd never not.
yeah,
So it's always beneficial to have the Green Party there,
yeah, absolutely, of course.
even if they're not part of a coalition, and I think they should be part of a coalition.
Yeah.
Cards on the table, I think it should be Labour, Green, Māori. Because Green and Māori get along so well, it turns out. They're really well aligned. And I wonder if, as the Māori Party kind of diminishes in the relevance that it had immediately following the foreshore and seedbed, like it seems like the Māori Party specifically is less popular even amongst Māori, then they should join the Green Party
Rather than be
And-
reabsorbed back into Labour.
and win 2 electorates on the Māori roll.
Sure,
And that would be a pretty good way to do it, maybe, as long as they can keep their support up. And that might mean, because what? That's a solid nearly 2% party. So not anywhere near the threshold. And the Greens, I think, are a solid 7% party now.
Yep.
And so would that translate to a 9% party? No. No, but it would be an even more solid 7 or 8% party, I think. And it would certainly be not at risk of the threshold if they had those 2 Māori electorates. But then Winnie, who hates the Greens with a passion, with a fiery passion, would have even more reason to try and get rid of those electorates.
Returned, yes. That's right. Well, except, there's a time limit on his relevance, although...
He's old. That's his time limit, isn't it? And his party's going to disappear. Because who's next? Shane Jones is going to lead? He's a repulsive blowhard.
No, it only exists because of Peters, but,
He doesn't have charisma.
he's actually not that old, 72.
It's pretty
But
old.
then he's an old 72 because...
Yeah, because he lives rough, because he drinks too much, and he...
Yeah.
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 What's up is we're talking about the election. You can join if you want.
I saw you outside talking.
Yeah.
Yeah, we saw you on the camera.
Did you like listening to us talk?
Yeah.
Did
Yeah.
you get bored?
Yeah.
Have you been having something to eat?
Yes.
That's some sort of special tape. That's gaffer tape or something.
Yeah.
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 It's really sticky.
Yeah, it's really sticky. It wouldn't work very well if it wasn't sticky.
Don't take too much of it off.
Yeah, it's probably quite expensive. It's probably quite a flash gaffer tape, right?
Do you see that lady over there with the magazine? If you went and talked to her, I bet she would like that.
Oh, the one with the nice scarf with little monsters on it, pocket monsters on it. Do you want to take that tape over there to the table with all the nice tape? Say bye-bye. Let's while we get ready to spool back up to what we were talking about, I feel like we actually just started talking about politics. That was quite fun. That was quite fun.
Sure.
Thanks once again to our sponsors. TemptMe.cc, Tempt Me Cupcakes. Epic Brewing Company. They make
CC apparently is Cocos Islands.
Cocos.
Cocos and Keeling Islands. They're a small island chain, kind of, I don't know, in Australia's territorial waters or something.
Wow.
Maybe.
So it's like their equivalent of our Cook Islands.
Yeah, maybe smaller even than the Cook Islands.
And I bet their domain name registry is one of their #1 earners.
Oh, probably, yeah.
Yeah.
If they haven't sold it, like Tuvalu did.
Yeah. Take that shit back.
Yeah.
Manage that shit
Yeah.
effectively. Buy some Australia and move all your people there.
Yeah. Although .cc is probably not as valuable as .tv, really.
Yeah.
What can you spell with ending with .cc?
.tv is the source of one of my many sorrows about domain names. My #1 sorrow about domain names is that I've bought too many of them. And once you buy a domain name, it's really hard to let it go. Because it's like, oh, well, what if that idea I had for this bloody project?
Yep.
I've got like 40 domain
Electronic hoarding.
names. Totally electronic hoarding. So be really careful of that, Fox. Don't bump the camera. Like really careful, because these are flash cameras. What was I saying? Oh yeah, so I looked up discourse.tv and it was available. And this was kind of when we were actually making the podcast really actively. It was like 2012. And I was like, oh, should I buy this domain name? Are we going to try and do video stuff? And later on we did do some video stuff and it was quite fun, but we...
We're doing video stuff now.
Well, yeah, we're doing some video stuff now. It would have been great to have discourse.tv. It was $20, I think. $20 to get the domain name.
Oh,
I didn't get it.
I bet you spent that on something really
I didn't get it right away.
worthwhile.
I didn't get it right away. And then I went back like a week later and some arsehole had bought it.
Damn it.
I think that means it's a dirty registry. Because I think that means that they saw that someone looked it up and so someone bought it because of that.
Of course.
And that's gross. And I feel like in New Zealand, like if you went to the DNC.nz, no one, they're not sharing that information with people. We don't have a dirty registry. We've got a clean one. Domain names, full of rapscallions and scoundrels, bounders.
Almost like if you went to Mighty Ape and were looking at some shoes, you were half considering buying, and you went back next week and found that someone else had bought all of them and tripled the price.
Yeah, but it would almost be like that.
Yeah, a little bit.
Sort of like that.
Not really.
Not really. Like if it was, so it's got a name. On what was that movie where the guy had his heart replaced with like an electric heart and he had to keep it Cranked 2 High Voltage. He had these real dope shoes, and if you want to get a pair of them, they're now like $700 minimum because they look too cool. They look too cool on screen.
Yep.
And
Usually, you'd have to. Most people have to like be really good at running at the Olympics or something to promote shoes.
Yep. Does it still say his name on them? Yeah. Usain Bolt's very own shoes, gold as, and as you can see, I've. Asshole. I don't think it was even. Oh, sorry, Anna, was that you? Me. You had a very good reason for changing the shot, I'm sure. I'm sure you had a very good reason. Oh, because I was just changing over to. All right, so what are the cameras?
1, 2, 3. From our
4
perspective,
is
it
the
makes
graphics.
sense.
Sorry, say that again. 1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
So okay to the sun.
1.
We need tally lights still on.
Tally lights on.
Yeah, we had tally lights at the Cactus Lab Discourse Votes.
We did tally lights.
Yeah, we did.
Only because all the cameras may have been recording or something, but there was no tally control. There was no tally indication of the. No.
We did have tally lights, didn't we?
No.
I don't know what they're talking about, but there was a red light that told you what camera to look
No.
at.
Yeah, there was.
That never happened.
No, they were all recording, they weren't tally lights.
Okay, but they only started record.
They all had a red light.
I I'm sure.
No, it was a virtual red light. Remember we all had Google Glass and there
Oh,
was,
right,
there was
yeah.
augmented
So it's-
reality. So there was, there was a little, there was a red.
Google Glass
exclamation
wasn't
mark.
cool though. You know what's cool? HoloLens? Question mark?
So what's
Like, because Google Glass isn't cool if it's like the size of normal glasses, but it's really cool if you've got things like that big
Look,
on your
I
face.
reckon they have to block out ambient light, so perfect for concerts. So you can zoom in, you know, right at the back, you can zoom in and record and do all of that stuff without pissing everyone else off in a dark room holding up your phone.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the future of that technology. There you go.
I quite liked Beam, where this is Casey Neistat's little technology company, which was like it was like a Snapchat thing, but
Yep.
the idea was that you just covered up the face sensor. So like when you put your phone up to your head, it turns the screen off. So they used that same sensor, and if you put it up to your chest, or if you put it up to your hand or whatever, that would start it recording the video. So the idea was that you actually couldn't be too perfectionist with it.
Oh, that's clever.
So you pressed it against something, and then it would record 5 seconds or 10 seconds. I never used the bloody thing because, I mean, come on, it's ridiculous. Beam? What? Piss off, Casey. Piss off. Then he sold it to CNN for $25 million. But they didn't really want the app because, I mean, come on. Stupid. But like using sensors in novel ways like that, I just realized we really shouldn't be talking. This is not a technology podcast. This really is Discourse Votes. I'm sorry, guys.
So should we go back to Epsom? We were talking about.
Yeah,
that.
let's go to Epsom.
Anna can do it.
Can I,
No, over here, Matt. Pop that one down and shoot some from down there somewhere.
so is it easier for me to request the electorate that I want, or is it easier for you guys to find it?
I don't know.
I think you might as well call it, Maureen, to be honest. Just
Call Epsom. Yeah, I'm calling Epsom for David Seymour. You're right. Yeah, I'm calling it. We don't need to look at Epsom anymore. I guess the only question about Epsom really is tangential. Is actually just about ACT. Do they get enough party vote to get a second person? And the answer is no.
No. The chances of that happening, I mean, that went out the window a long time ago.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
After Hyde left, that stopped being a possibility.
Yeah. You know what I really want to see?
It's-
I'm sorry, this
It's
is...
tactical voting without the tactics. It's bizarre. I mean, we should not have a situation where one extra seat can, be the difference in who forms the government. That's, if that's how the government's doing, then they're doing something clearly wrong. I think. But so Epsom shouldn't make the difference.
Dylan's working on earpieces.
I don't want to use this. Oh, but you do need one. You want
I'm so
to chat
excited.
to people. But anyway, look at this.
Do you think it's going to work? Oh, I'm so excited because that means that like, there's people that we're probably going to try and call out.
We've got some visitors. That's cool.
Hey, look,
Oh my gosh.
guests.
Hey!
Welcome.
This probably means that we should actually have the barbecue running.
Here you go. Let's. Don't put me on camera. Yeah. Bring that up here.
Suddenly camera shy.
So after all these
You
years.
put that in there to whatever.
Yeah,
whatever
I can hear stuff.
I bet you
So
wouldn't
can
mind
I-
being on camera if we got
can I
a
set
someone
a-
in a tracksuit.
Right.
That's not going to be distracting at all, this massive echo and oh no, it's good now that it's gone away. Why was it that Dylan was causing a real weird sound effect on it?
Now, if we imagine for a second.
Can I turn your volume down a little bit? Like this? Yeah, I think that's maybe good.
How about you? I should have gone now.
Yeah, you've gone now. Yeah, that's great.
Now let's talk back.
Okay.
Imagine for a second. So let's just imagine for a second.
Only use that when you need to then, please.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
I should also be on the main mix, which I should be listening to. Hang on a second. Which means the people on the stream can hear me.
You sound bad.
I sound bad?
Bad.
Bad?
You sound
Bad?
bad. You sound kind of clippy.
That might just be your feedback. But there
Oh yeah, it could be. Yeah, it could be.
Okay, so now I'm in the mix and I'm in your ear. You can't
Yep.
hear yourself though, eh?
No.
Great. So if we gave this microphone that I'm holding to someone and we took that portable camera and we took it out to the barbecue,
We could talk to people. We could go.
You can
have
hear
a
them
roving
out there.
reporter.
and then also, if we imagine that we were receiving a Skype call,
Yeah.
hold
Just
on,
imagine.
just imagine.
Hey, I can hear the Skype dialing sound. That's fantastic.
So,
You call
And that's also going so people on here can hear that.
That's great.
Great.
Okay, that's brilliant. Okay, so that works.
Cool. I mean, works is a strong statement, but we're getting closer.
All right, I'm excited about that. We will be able to talk to some of these people that I arranged at the last possible minute.
Why don't you invite anyone who's watching to give us a call? We're Discourse Votes on Skype, and if you call up, I'll just patch you straight through to air, and we'll see how that goes.
What's the best URL to promote on Twitter? Because I've just been asked for the URL.
We're facebook.com/Discourse Votes, and you should be able to go to votes.discourse.co.nz and be redirected, but you didn't fix that.
Oh, what was I meant to fix?
Make it go to the right video. Doesn't go to the right video.
Okay.
Oh,
Well, I'll fix that.
Okay, cool. While you're on there. We actually have...
You were fixing stuff while I was on air. Why can I not fix stuff while I'm on air?
Would you like to take a little 10-minute break? Because I've stolen some content from the spin-off,
Yep.
which I can play that takes about 10 minutes.
All right, and when we come back, we'll have the early votes, probably.
And Ben should be back with us after the break, hopefully.
Yeah,
Yeah,
hopefully
he
he's
was-
out of there. Hopefully, because there's
Moving
only
his
one
car.
toilet here.
I think he was moving his car.
Okay. Oh, he's finished in the toilet? I'll go and have a poo then. I'll be back in a jiffy. I think that we're still on. We're still on. That's not a clean cut at all, because like we did the wrapping up. This is worse than our podcast.
At least you can edit the podcast.
Michael School, the face of Decision 2017, the New Zealand election. I was employed to hold your hand throughout those leaders' debates. I was also employed as a piece of eye candy for all those conservative ladies out there and liberal ladies who like a man that's in charge. They say Winston Peters is the kingmaker, but I would argue that I am with my Mike's Minute, where I talk to my 100 of fans and influence their votes. So you can thank me, Bill. But enough about me and my infinite influence. Let's meet the pawns who made this election what it was.
Hello, I'm Warren McCandless. I'm the Green Party MP for Wangatiki, and I'm super pumped about this coming election. I'm 31 on the Green Party list, and Wangatiki is a notoriously blue seat. But that doesn't mean I'm despondent and giving up. I'm going to get in. I'm a real people person, so what I've decided to do is to meet every single person in Wangatiki by the time of the election. So that's 796 a day. I'm thinking if I meet with them in person and make a real human connection, then maybe I'll get the tick on election day. Let's get going. So the first place we're going to go and visit is number 12 Hazelhurst Road, right up the top of Rangatiki. A Mr. Fitzherbert lives here by himself. I'm very excited about this. Maybe he's a farmer, or maybe he's just a hermit. Oh, it appears he lives deep in the bush, so I presume he'll be on the same page as Green Party when it comes to conversationalism. Conservationalism. Oh, the driveway seems to have ended. Mr. Fitzherbert? It seems so the driveway's ended, and I can't seem to trace back to find Mr. Fitzherbert? Mr. Fitzherbert? I think I don't have time for this. I have to meet another 795 people from the Rangatiki constituent by the end of the day. Where is this place? I think I might try and find my way back. Oh shit. I thought the gravel driveway was here. Help! Help! Thank God I bought granola bars.
Bill, sweetie, you need to concentrate, okay? So after that, you go hands on the head.
Okay, hands on your head.
And then hands on the hips. And then sway.
And then hands on your hips. And you sway.
And then you say, hey.
Margarita.
No, it's Macarena.
Macaroni.
No, Bill. Oh my God, the song is called Macarena.
But Paula, that doesn't make any sense.
Neither does macaroni. Bill, it's a pasta.
Okay. Now, why are we doing this again, Paula?
We're gonna dance it on this bus with the young Nats, Bill. They're gonna lose their shit over it, and they'll see that we're cool.
I presume that this dance craze came out before any of them were born. Maybe we should do nabbing instead.
I think you mean dabbing, Bill.
Yeah, that one where you go like that.
My knee-jerk reaction is to say that you're a complete idiot, Bill, but you might actually be onto something there.
Hi, I'm David Seymour, Act MP for Epsom. Well, New Zealand, well, the world really. I'm the only one there is. Now, did you guys see the leaders' debate on stuff.co.nz last night? More like garbage.co.nz. Excuse me, Stuff, there's more leaders than Jacinda and Bill. Hello, they can't make a government by themselves. Anyway, I've got bigger fish to fry than garbage.co.nz, namely bad teachers. It is our policy to punish bad teachers, and that's by paying them $20,000 per year if you're a bad teacher, and $120,000 per year if you're a good teacher. It'll sort them out. But how do you know if you're a bad teacher? Well, I've got my own set of standards that I think should become universal. Number 1. How long does it take you to call out the roll? If it's under 2 minutes, top points. If it's over 2 minutes, bad points. The less time you have with the roll, the more time you'll have teaching. So that's number 1. Number 2. How good is your writing on OHTs? If I can read your vivid handwriting on the overhead transparencies, that's top points. If I can't, it's no points. Number 3. Can you inspire a classroom of thugs in Mangere, for example, to appreciate Shakespeare? Top points for you if you can. Number 4. Can you inspire a classroom of girls at a finishing school that there's more to life than being a wife, a mother, and a lady of society? Number 5. If you are a PE teacher, can you take the worst team in the Little League and make it the champions of the whole nation? And many more. So, a vote for ACT is a vote for our future and for our kids. Make sure you tick yellow. Okay, as I see it, there are 3 main things wrong with New Zealand, besides all the cats. Number 1, rich pricks. There are too many rich pricks, cheating the system and not paying the tax on the things that they should be paying it on, like your boats and your houses. Rich pricks, exactly like me, should be paying that much more in tax. Second of all, baby boomers. There are just too many baby boomers reaching pension age. It should be moved up to 67. Baby boomers, born 44 to 64, I'm smack bang in the middle of that, are just clogging up the system, taking all the tax money. And finally, career politicians. People that just want to be in politics all the time. Like me. So rich pricks like me, baby boomers like me. The real problem with New Zealand is me? No. The real problem with New Zealand is pigs wearing lipstick everywhere. Begs the question, where did they get their hands on that lipstick? Or should I say trotters? Where did they get their trotters on that lipstick? And why did the pigs wear certain shades of lipstick? Like, why did that pig, for example, that cooney, choose burgundy? Doesn't make any sense. And why does that saddleback, that black and white saddleback pig, choose coral pink? It doesn't suit it at all. It baffles the mind. So the main problem with New Zealand is pigs wearing lipstick everywhere. It's making us a damn laughing stock. Obviously I'm voting National this election, because I'm not a fucking idiot. If you're winning the America's Cup, you don't change the captain halfway through. I mean, just look at how well we're doing as a nation. Last year, my wife and I bought an extra yacht, 2 extra properties, and had 3 holidays in Fiji. This election I'm going to vote for Labour because I fucking hate National and everything they stand for. And I know for a fact that most of them are lizard people, with Judith Collins being the overlord. This election I'm going to be voting for Winston Peters and New Zealand first, because the immigrants are taking my job as a 93-year-old retiree.
This election I'm voting for the Greens, because they're the only party that's going to save us from environmental apocalypse. And I also want to swim in the rivers. Let me swim in rivers. This election I'm going to be voting for the Māori Party, because as a white woman, I love everything Māori. The tangata whanua, the kaupapa, the pounamu. It's also important for people to know how liberal and out of the box I am.
This election I'm going to vote for the Opportunities Party, because my dad's generation is what's wrong with this country, And yes, I do know what I'm talking about because I've almost finished my degree in political sciences at Victoria.
This election I'm going to be voting for the National Party because that's what my husband does. And that's what my father did before him. This election I'm going to be voting for New Zealand First. That young buck, Winston Peters, still makes this 103-year-old's heart flutter. This election I'm going to vote for Jacinda's party because Jacinda's so cool and inspirational for so many girls. What's the party called again?
This election I'm going to be voting for the Greens. They're the only party with a policy around arts. And as a ceramic artist living on Waiheke, it's good to be remembered. This election I'm going to be voting for the ACT Party because I'm a sociopath. This election I can't actually be fucked voting.
So anyway, there you go. Decision 2017, what a ride it's been. So make sure you catch me on print, radio, television, any medium. I'll probably have a podcast soon, and follow my Facebook page. I'm Mike Hosking.
You should have turned yourself up in my ear for the countdown. And I'm not confident that you turned my mic up either.
Yeah, you're on.
We're back and we've got another person.
Hello.
Oh, thank you. Now, can you turn that back down? That's great. That's great. Bevan Chuang.
Hello. I try not to look at the phone too much this time because I was told off last time for.
That framing is funny. Where?
Do I look fat in that? Is that how?
No, it's off center. So like. There we go. It's going to be. There we go. That's better. That's better. Look. If anyone's going to look fat,
Right.
it's this guy. That's this guy over here, eclipsing the sun.
You see,
I pretend by pulling my jacket
so
in.
usually it looks a little bit, slim.
Is that the trick?
Yeah, like, your better side.
I don't have a better side. I have a least worst side.
That's a word. That's just a word.
So what have you been up to? You've been doing China TV.
Chinese TV. This
Chinese
thing called
TV.
Panda TV on Freeview 37. So they wanted a different range of people talking about the election and me talking about, how it's been and the interesting thing about how every Chinese candidate's been attacked this time. And I just thought, oh yeah, actually they did.
What about the Chinese candidate for the Māori Party?
Oh my God. Where do I start?
Oh, the Māori Party Australia.
Actually, I thought that was, and then calling it Maoris.
Yeah.
No, I mean, well, how do I going to say this without getting into trouble? Because obviously, we know my friend Lincoln Tan's been threatened, and we're still waiting to hear about what happened. So, yeah. But yes, I mean, the thing is that I said on the show, I think it's great that there are a lot more Chinese candidates.
Yeah.
But it also showed that a lot of them have no idea how the system works, let alone, policies and stuff. So he is one great example of not knowing how the whole thing should be working on. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, isn't that what we
You've gotta
need?
start
We need a
somewhere.
system that is so open to diversity that it allows people in who have no idea.
Exactly. Yeah.
Like, you don't have to be, like, in with the club. You don't have to be one of the old boys. You don't have to be in the network. You can just be any guy off the street. Just make up the numbers.
Yeah. more ignorant populist candidates. Yeah.
That's what this country needs.
Yeah.
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 I mean, no. No, but a system that allows
Yeah.
them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that's what.
If you have the support, then yeah.
Yeah. Isn't it amazing how many female candidates, women candidates there are?
It's heartening.
Like, not in the National
not
Party,
amazing.
obviously. And I guess, I mean, we've lost one of our co-leaders. So there's no female co-leader of the Green Party.
I was going to say, yeah, they haven't selected a new one, have they?
Not yet. Māori Party might
Lose both.
lose their woman
And maybe
MP.
the man, apparently, because apparently he's losing behind Tamati Coffee.
Let's look at the Māori electorates then, eh?
No one's looking at me.
Oh, am I meant to do the request?
Yeah.
No, no one's looking at the.
He's got better things to do than cover the election results.
Apparently the audio is all left only.
That's not going to change. Sorry.
That's why Bevan's here.
So this is a lefty show. Is that what it is? It's all just left down.
I thought you were like National Party, quite right wing.
Well, obviously not far.
You're here for balance.
Well, yeah. Well, look, I've got green hair.
It's true.
I'll call it.
Well, actually, I was actually a scrutineer this morning. I got a blue dress on with green hair and red belt. So I'm.
Did you have a rosette?
Yes, I
What
did.
colour was the rosette?
Well,
That's what counts.
What colour
There
was
you
it?
go.
it was blue.
Yeah.
Okay, so your hair is a lie.
Yeah, my hair was a lie and my belt was a lie.
National Party people, they can't help themselves anymore. Like, they used to have integrity, sort of. Briefly, no, they didn't. That's not true. No, I take it back.
Your
Actually, I
hair
take
is
it back.
very similar to the running outfits in that ad, the
teal.
the teal colour.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes,
Yeah.
Does anyone know how to do can someone on Twitter, please, the few people that have found the link, how do I promote a tweet? I thought it would be really obvious, and I really want to promote the tweet for the URL so that people actually can find it.
I don't know if it's like Facebook. You have to set that sort of thing up beforehand, and give them your credit card details and all that stuff.
No, that doesn't sound right.
To promote it. What?
Just let me give them a little bit of money and promote it. That's what I want to do.
You need to organise all of that ahead of time. Yeah.
No. But there's like trashy ones all the time.
Sure, but they planned ahead.
Do you think I need to
They didn't do it on
load
the
some
fly.
kind of payment method before they'll allow me
I
to?
think so.
Oh, well, I might not be able to. If you are able to promote tweets, can you promote my one on Discourse NZ, the one about discoursevotes.discourse.co.nz?
Other people's tweets.
Can't you?
I don't know. It doesn't seem like a thing.
But what if you really like? It's like a super retweet.
Could we get maybe
We'll just get people to retweet.
make a note of it? We'll aim to be promoting
The millennial
tweets for
has suggested
Discourse Votes
the
2020.
solution.
Retweet it.
Yeah.
Just retweet it.
I've already retweeted it to my 103 followers or something, so we're good.
Did I retweet it? Yeah, well, someone just retweeted it.
Maybe-
Every time my pocket goes off, you'll know that someone listening has actually retweeted the thing.
Dylan, when you get a moment, maybe you could get one of your famous friends to promote us.
Yeah, like tag a famous friend and ask
Yeah.
them to retweet it.
Which one?
Someone who knows lots of people in New Zealand.
Paul F. Tompkins, he's famous.
Oh, he doesn't follow me.
Also, you don't know who he is, apparently.
Or you could retweet it.
He's already retweeted
You've got like
you once
8,000
today.
followers or something?
Yeah.
I've got 6,500 and none of them ever engage in anything
What about Farrier? Get him to talk us up. He's probably on Waiheke Island or somewhere.
He blocked me.
He did?
Yeah.
Oh, what did you do? Did you talk about, no.
I was a little bit of a prick. So what was the show that he had with Sam Hayes, the talented Sam Hayes? Well, all I said was that Sam was going to carry it.
Right.
True.
Yeah.
Everyone knew that Sam was going to carry it. And he blocked me. He blocked me.
Oops.
It's not that I said that he was rubbish and a massive coward.
Yeah.
I just said that Sam was going to carry it.
He's thin-skinned.
He's very thin-skinned.
Beautiful
And
skin.
he did make that one good documentary, though.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, he was involved.
Despite having this millstone over here around his neck. Yeah.
So I can see 2 more earpieces, which means that everyone's going to be able to hear in a minute. And you're going to discover how shit it is when he turns the thing up. It's so shit. I'm sure the viewers really love me talking about technology stuff in the background that they can't
This technology's
experience.
not working, mate. It's not working.
Hey,
That was Anna! That was brilliant!
he just refuses to appear on screen.
That was so clean! Timing was great. Well, we're going to do something with the roaming camera.
Just do that in your ear.
Are we going to talk to people out at the barbecue?
Yeah. Pop that somewhere.
I don't think anyone's out of the barbecue. Everyone's inside.
Bring everyone outside just to make it,
Can we put that meat in the fridge or something?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Is
because
it an earpiece?
I don't know if anyone's actually going to
I
cook.
don't want to listen to any of that.
beer?
Is it what it is?
Are you driving? Do you want a lager or an awakening pilsner or a pale ale? Lager, please. Thank you. Thank you, number 1.
Just like being in the Secret Service.
I don't know if they can hear you. I guess if the TV volume's on out there, if they can hear
So apparently our target, Ben's tweeting from the bathroom, our target is 7,000
moving
viewers
his car.
on Radio New Zealand's live stream.
Okay.
And we are apparently catching up.
Oh, good.
Catching up.
We will.
Eventually, what will be?
Well, has our number increased since we started or decreased?
Do you want to see?
Do I want to know?
outside?
What percentage of the viewers have been counted? Are we?
Okay.
We need to turn up our earpieces. Here we go.
Hi, Mike.
They look
Hello, what's your name?
Me? I'm Hamish. Hi.
Hi, Hamish. And who's that with you?
I'm Debbie.
Hello, Debbie. Did everybody vote today? Hamish, you look too young to have voted.
Can you turn that up so we can hear Morgan?
Oh yeah. See,
Sorry, we lost you there. We did vote today.
And have you? So you voted today, not in advance?
No.
No, today.
Now, why did you vote today instead of in advance? Because last Tuesday was the anniversary of suffrage in New Zealand, and apparently they can't hear me.
Why did I vote today?
I think so.
If you voted on Tuesday, then that would
Because
be an
I'm
auspicious
traditionalist,
anniversary.
And it's part of election day is going to vote.
Right, yeah, I don't blame you. That's fun, I'm sure. But I did enjoy just going and hanging out with the students on campus, very briefly.
Did you vote today?
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't believe him. I think you didn't vote. You're so shifty, Hamish.
Oh,
But you can just grab that though.
lucky.
yeah.
Thank you for getting the logo in from the sponsor. That was good.
You're welcome.
So do you feel like your vote was going to count for anything? I'm not going to ask you like what you voted for or whatnot. Well, what
You're
election
allowed
are you
now.
in?
What? I think my party vote will.
Yeah.
I'm not sure I'm going to succeed in my mission to get Paul Goldsmith in.
Oh, Epsom voter.
Wow.
Epsom voter. Are you by chance an Epsom voter?
I'm not anymore.
Wow, it's fun being an Epsom voter, isn't it?
It is. Well, apparently Goldsmith is winning. Well, not winning. David Seymour is winning quite a bit at the moment, so trying to get rid of him seems to be a bit hard at the moment. But we'll see.
Yeah, well, we were having a look earlier, comparing the number of votes.
Oh, thank you, Hamish. I just rudely. I'm pretty good at this.
Sorry, he's gone.
I apologize.
He's like, he's gone.
Hey, it was looking really nice, though.
I will have another go at that at some point, I guess. Is anyone going to crack on the barbecue, or are we too afraid of?
There's sausage on the barbie now.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. It's underway.
All right.
Maybe the smell wafting down the street will attract some Grey Lynn locals to come and
Yeah.
talk to us.
They're all vegans now, I think. Are they?
Well, we're sort of Grey Lynn Ponsonby
Welcome
cusp.
to Skype for testing service. After the beep, please record a message. Afterwards, your message will be played back to you.
Did you hear that? I guess I'm testing the levels. No one at home knows what's happening, or did you put that audio through?
They can hear the,
They can hear that?
the
Okay.
Skype call testing service.
So is the noise level too high so it hasn't detected that it's ended? Wow. I guess I'm testing the levels. That's hideous.
Not bad.
Okay, all right. No one at home knows what's happening. Or did you put Can you turn that down though? That's gross. Yeah, okay. Let's talk about something we can actually talk about. Like how to promote a tweet.
No one's promoting the tweet.
How-
Just get people to retweet that just so that he's, you know.
Yeah, votes.discourse.co.nz. Just actually Facebook that and tweet that. I think it works now. It's on my worst server. It's on my total trash server. I don't even want to talk about all the ways in which that server is trash, but all it has to do is a 302 redirect.
So
it's
we're
probably
trying to
up
get
it.
our viewers to do the work for us.
Yes.
Okay, sounds good.
What kind of?
It is, like I said earlier, it's a Kickstarter.
Yeah, but we don't want money. We want attention.
Sure, that's right. But we're going to have to offer some
want people to
stretch
vouch.
goals, maybe, if we can.
want
How
people to
many
vouch
viewers
for
have
us.
we got now? 6?
16.
Oh, that really worked. Look, hang on. Let's have a look. Watch your screen there.
Okay.
See if just give it a sec.
Yep.
Oh, that's the wrong one.
Okay.
No, not that. Hang on. Stop that. Let's try this.
Tweets.
Wait on. I think it nearly started to work before.
What nearly started to work?
Well, we don't know.
The other graphic that just doesn't. No, there you go. Oh, no, it's happening again.
The stress is causing him to hallucinate.
This is brilliant.
Oh, well.
This is top quality stuff. So should I queue up some electorates that we want to look at?
Sure. I mean, yeah. Well, I'm just gonna sure, go on.
Well, most of the people here are somewhat interested in Epsom, I think. And
Well,
it is going to be.
here, so that's.
Mhm.
Which
Oh,
is-
Auckland is closer than I thought it might be. That's
they keep,
that's
yeah,
heartening.
very close.
700 last time, I think, and 244 at the moment.
Still a lot. Still, the Green vote is. Oh no, the Green vote there was looking smaller than the margin of victory. So, for a change. So maybe lefties are starting to get the hang of tactical voting in some places. Not in Epsom though, apparently.
They can't hold their noses. You just hold your nose and vote for the right person, the correct person, which might be the wrong person, but it's the less wrong person. There's people who are like, no, I only vote Labour. It's like, well, if you
People
want a
feel
Labour
like their
government,
electorate
then
vote is what counts, and the party
they
vote is just a
don't-
sort of a
how do
afterthought.
people not understand?
No idea. No idea.
It's so simple.
Yep.
It's such a simple system. I wouldn't say it was elegant, but it's simple.
Alright, let's try this again.
What are we trying?
We're trying. Numbers of viewers.
It's just not working, is it?
What is it that you're trying?
It's meant to display the parliament. I'm meant to be able to see the parliament. But it's
Oh.
not happening.
Well, we don't need a graphic for that. We've got our cupcakes.
Yeah,
You
but
got cupcakes.
I made a graphic and it's really cool.
It hasn't worked.
I do want to see the parliament. Okay, to be fair.
Oh, you want Epsom?
We want Epsom.
Yep. We
Yeah.
want Epsom.
Should give you Epsom.
Because this will let me.
There
Here we
go.
go. This is my one political insight for the evening.
Oh.
We'll get there.
No.
Okay. No.
Back to Epsom. Here we go. Should stay on Epsom.
There
Here we go. Right.
And
Here we go. Candidate votes for David Seymour. Oh,
it's gone.
Hamilton East.
Wait, I got this. Hang on. Alright, third time lucky. Alright, here we go. Epsom.
Okay.
There we go.
That's
Okay.
what it looks like.
Here we go. Let's compare these two numbers here. 4,992 candidate votes for David Seymour.
Yes.
Compare that to 217 party votes for ACT. That's
Yes.
how 217 people in Epsom actually believe in ACT.
Yeah.
But There you go. 5,000 are smart enough to use their vote tactically
Yeah.
to get national one extra, little helper.
Oh my God, and almost no Greens are smart enough to vote for Goldsmith.
Exactly. Let's and look at these.
Like 200 Greens got the message.
Yeah.
Only 200.
Unbelievable.
And 500 Labour voters.
Unbelievable.
I know. It's not that difficult. It's not that difficult.
Simpletons.
Yeah.
Maybe they actually just really want to see Seymour continue his campaign for legalised euthanasia.
Sure. Maybe they just really seriously object to Paul Goldsmith. I don't know.
He is a dickhead.
Yep.
He is a dickhead.
Is it okay? Is it
He
based
is-
on anti-Semitism? I don't know. Just
What are you
as
talking
we know,
about?
well, there's been a lot of this election campaign. There's been a lot of controversy around certain sounding last names.
Has there?
Goldsmith. It was more around Chinese sounding last names.
Was that this campaign? Was that this time?
Well, it was over the last year anyway.
Wasn't that
Yeah,
like-
over the last year.
It wasn't the campaign, it was
Yeah.
last year, wasn't it?
That was stupid, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, and then they still haven't apologized. Well, actually, the Chinese community is still asking them to apologize
Yeah.
for that stupid Chinese sounding name thing.
Yeah.
And obviously, apparently, some members of Labour Party would think it was stupid too, so that
Oh,
was good.
most, I would say.
So yes, I think the Chinese community generally are still waiting for apologies from
All right.
Labour about that
Well-
stupid idea.
Gonna keep waiting.
Yeah.
Don't want to be pessimistic. It took us 100 years to apologise for the poll tax. So
Which is 100, yeah, we're fine.
Yep.
Yeah,
we'll get there eventually.
get there.
That might be too deep a reference. 'Cause people won't necessarily understand that the poll tax was a racist additional fee, basically just against Chinese people to prevent them from coming to New Zealand.
Okay, there you go. Now they do. So we try to stay educational.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the
But
limit
this
of
isn't
my
a
knowledge.
history podcast.
No.
It's a technology or.
Well, we
possibly
can talk a
political
little bit
podcast.
about history. We can talk a little bit about the history of Chinese in New Zealand,
Sure.
which dates back into the
Five, 6 generations.
into the mid 19th century. Are you going?
No.
We can.
Oh,
Foxy.
That's me. Oh, for me. Ooh.
Yeah, sorry, you're ready amongst all.
Am I bringing? Okay.
Oh, you look
Oh, look at
so
that.
sleepy. You look so sleepy, little man. Okay. All right. Oh. No, he's got to go.
Bye.
Yeah, he really wants to go. All right, bye. Did I take him away from a screen?
Aww. What did you do to him?
he doesn't want to go.
He looked really tired. I think he was holding a phone,
Yep.
and so I think he was watching Paw Patrol or something.
Right. My nephew loves Paw Patrol.
Yeah. You know what's the best?
The best dog on Paw Patrol or
No.
the best show?
The best show.
What's the best? Future Worm?
Doc McStuffins.
Oh, yep.
Because the name is so unlikely.
So she is a vet nurse for
Yes.
toy animals?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, so not a vet at all.
That's a good guess.
Something is happening in my ear. Oh, is that this microphone?
Yes, because apparently my other
sorry.
microphone's not
Yeah,
working, so.
Can we get another mic then? Because that's...
He's
Actually,
trying
no,
to
it
fix
blends in. You can't even see it.
No, can't.
Back.
Well, can't. No.
I'll bring it back.
Oh, okay.
Was it just a battery thing?
No, it's a settings.
Oh, this is really... What was this used before? Because this is itching my ear like crazy.
I usually just use it as it's like a attachment from my butt plug.
Oh, okay. Oh. God.
You've got pinky ear. is that a thing that can happen?
Is there like a conjunctival duct or something? Oh man, it's really...
Oh, I'm sure something connects deep down inside there, sure.
Oh man. It's really...
It's really bothering you?
Oh, it's got goo in it. Oh. I mean, the damage is done, presumably. Oh, criminy.
I tell you, if you come over here, I've got a variety of other little ear attachments you can try on.
So I feel like Ben's not going to come on, and so maybe we should actually start.
No,
When's the last time anyone saw Ben?
He's moving his car.
He's moving his car? Still? Jesus. Has anyone got location sharing on Google Maps with Ben? You're good buddies, aren't you, Dylan? Why is this not going back in?
He may have been having trouble finding a decent park. When there was limited parking out the front there. Did you find a park all right?
yeah.
You good? Because I was parked diagonally across 3 parks.
No, I had no problem finding a park.
Oh, good.
No, that was good.
So I don't know what's keeping Ben. He may have gone back into the bathroom.
Maybe he doesn't want to come back.
Yeah.
It's so strange.
He's not here at all. It's a running gag.
I never should have taken this out.
Yeah, won't go back in again.
Oh, God.
Well, you've got glue ear now, so.
So disgusting. Just the feeling of the thing is disgusting.
Yeah, I don't
We're
enjoy
actually
it.
on, aren't we? I think we should probably... Should we up our game a little bit?
Okay.
I don't really know how to do that.
I'm at the top of my game already.
Did you vote today?
Yes, I did. Oh, no, actually, no. Last week I did. Not this week.
Yeah.
Advance week.
People who saved it.
Was
to
it
vote
like as
today.
soon as you could, or...?
Not really, but no.
Yeah.
Actually,
When you got around to
I
it.
voted before I got my cards.
Yeah.
My easy vote card.
Yeah, well, you don't need it. You shouldn't need it.
No.
Mine arrived really
It arrived
late.
that afternoon when after I voted, so
Yeah.
Right.
that was good. I put it now. Yeah.
You could have voted
I
twice.
put it twice.
I think that would mean that your vote wouldn't be counted,
That's right.
What?
because I think they'd detect that there
They
would...
write down the number on the slip.
This ear thing is making me feel sick. Like moving it around. Like, have you ever used, you know how cotton buds, they're designed for one thing and one thing only, and then on the packet they say you better not use
I
it for
use
that.
them for about 3 things. Oh yeah, that's right. Exactly. They're like, here's this thing.
Have you noticed that when, like,
Yeah.
if you actually clean your ears with them, it makes you cough a little bit sometimes?
I know.
That's the feeling I'm getting from this thing in my ear right now, constantly.
That's disgusting.
It's making me want to cough.
Yeah. But on the plus side, you can pretend you're in the Secret Service, except you don't have to take a bullet for a racist.
Or pass fitness tests. Is he a racist? Because I heard from him that he was the least racist person you'd ever meet.
True, and no one has more respect for women. So,
Do you think he's racist?
Who is?
The orange golem?
Oh, the orange one. Oh. Ooh, I don't know. He is weird, isn't he? Actually, I had a friend who tweeted this morning. He said, for any non-New Zealanders, we're not voting for this orange guy.
yeah.
Just in case people think that's why they got the orange guy on their jacket. That's not who they're voting for.
Yeah. Well, a lot of people in other countries, and even a lot of people in this country, don't seem to realise that we don't vote for a leader at all. We don't vote for a prime minister.
Oh, the Prime Minister's not the leader anyway, the Governor-General is.
Yeah.
In place of the Queen, who we also don't vote for.
That's right.
And we're really going to wish we had a vote when it comes to old Squidgy.
Yeah. Wait, which one's he?
Prince Charles?
Yeah. Yeah, there you go. He's going to end the monarchy, isn't he?
Well, maybe, but then there's Kate Middleton coming along kind of as a promising next... No, what's her name now? Kate Windsor? No, what's her name now? Kate...
Princess Catherine.
Yeah, Princess Catherine of...
Her Royal Highness. The Duchess of Cambridge, I want to say. Yeah.
Kate Cambridge?
I don't know.
What do they put...
Windsor, I think, wasn't it?
Their surname technically is Windsor, but he... George, there you go. Prince George. He's George Cambridge at school.
This fucking thing, I tell you what. Oh, the goo's gone. It's probably in my...
It's
probably in my ear now. So,
Well-
Dylan, whatever it was you put in this thing,
It's in his ear.
it's infected me. It's like one of those late 90s, like Slither kind of body horror sci-fi movies.
Or Wrath of Khan. Star Trek, The Wrath of Khan. You got a brain wound. That was Wrath of Khan.
Maybe I
wasn't
can
it?
understand all languages now. What electorates should we talk about? I had a list of the electorates that were going to be interesting. What's Auckland Central up to? Nikki Kay's in front again.
Nikki Kay's been in front the whole time.
Is that right? No.
Yes.
No, I think it was...
Oh, you mean like really she's been in front the whole time, but the count hasn't been in front the whole time.
Oh, really? I thought you said, when you said Helen White was in front, I thought you were joking.
No, Helen White was briefly in front, like,
Oh, well,
like
okay.
by
Well,
100.
Okay. With
Where should I
3%
put? Where should
counted.
I? Like, because I've got a microphone right here, right? So what should I have?
Just try not to cough.
I can't. This thing is killing me. But
Should we?
Are you hearing anything useful through it? Like maybe you could take it out until there's
But
something.
then it's really difficult to put it back in, and it's painful the whole time while I put it back in. How am I meant to put it in? Oh yeah.
I hope you got good marks for in marksmanship.
That was actually much easier. It's like you're an expert or something. So Nikki K, 45.4, Helen White, 41%, and Denise Roach, Green Party, 8.9%.
Yep.
Once again, the spoiler. And she even, I mean, if someone campaign, like, what's his name? What's our Labour candidate? And is it Parker in David Parker?
Yep.
In Epsom, like we got the flyer, we got the little newspaper and stuff, and it said, give us your party vote. It's like, that's the most obvious code. If your electorate candidate says, I want your party vote, then that's meant to make you twig that you're meant to electorate vote for someone other than that person.
Yep.
And Denise Roach also says, I'm campaigning for your party vote.
That's one of the major problems that there will always be with democracy in general, with MMP, with every other form of democracy. It assumes that you're dealing with rational actors, and you know,
people who can take a huge hint.
think of how thick the average person is, and half the population is dumber than that. So.
Harsh, Gareth.
Yeah. It's like Churchill said, you know, democracy is the worst form of government apart from all the others.
Did he really say that?
I don't know. Look, no.
Was it Oscar Wilde?
No. It's one of those. He's the sort of person who most quotes that are attributed to him actually were him.
Because it's recent and it's probably on
He
tape.
enjoyed issuing, you know, bon mots.
So 25% of the vote counted in Auckland Central.
Very good.
That's it.
So all this talk of the results were going to come in thick and fast because of advanced voting.
Yes.
Yeah, I'd say so.
What's this?
Well, apparently they started counting the advanced votes at 12 o'clock today.
Yeah.
Counting as they come in. What's the point?
No, they were counting this morning from 9.
Yeah.
But I mean, if they've been coming in for the last 2 weeks, why not just count them ahead of time? You know, keep it secret. I guess maybe it's a lot of people to rely on to keep things secret.
Yeah, I'm not sure, but it's apparently been counting since 9, and that's and then you've got also the electorates. I mean, all the today's ones are being counted right now after from 7 onwards. So yeah.
You can't hear anything from anyone or just from James because his
My battery was going flat.
Fine, all fine. Your battery's gone flat too.
mine.
Yeah.
Oh well, let's change all that shit.
Yeah, that's what we're doing.
Change it all over.
It's fine.
We might need another one, and it's all tentative. Over the next 10 or 15 minutes, we might need another one. You might be surprised at some of our guests.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm keeping it on the down low because all of them were tentative. Every single one of them was like, it's gonna be.
They don't know if they want to come.
I'm going to be real busy. I'm going to be real busy, but maybe. That was. We didn't tell people that we were only going to get no viewers. No viewers. Last time we had like 2,000 people watching.
Not bad.
Oh really?
Yeah.
We still don't know how many people watching at the moment.
Oh no, I know. I'm just not going to tell you because it's not very many. It's like if you imagine, like, what would be a real comfortable number of people if it was a kind of a stand-up party in here with canapes?
Yeah.
How many people would that be?
I mean, at least we will just.
Because it's lesser watching.
We'll be here to
than that.
at least eat, anyway. So. Well, everyone's outside because the barbie is on. So. Yeah.
If you want to go outside, then that's fine too.
I mean,
but
why did you not put out the thing? There's a street party or something, and get all your neighbours to come.
Yeah.
And, you know. Put on
Chloe
some
Swabrick.
photos.
I'm sorry. I just.
James, your mic's
This
on.
is from social
Are
media.
you sure?
Where I meant to put this.
Morgan's.
That's the way
Morgan's.
to do it, isn't it? It's not on.
You know how to switch it back on after the batteries were changed?
Not really.
And hold down those two
These
buttons. Yeah, those ones for 3 seconds.
That worked. That wasn't 3 seconds.
It should come up with a little countdown.
There's the final countdown.
Let's see. Oh yeah. No, no. What's this?
Right, that's gone back off again.
Oh, okay. Why did I turn it? Here we go. On. There we go. You're on.
Hey, that's more like it. Am I back? Thank you, James.
So, you were telling us, Chloe Swarbrick.
Yes, what about Chloe?
Out of everyone that I talked to come onto the show, she's the worst. She's the least communicative. I got no response from multiple attempts. Absolutely everyone else at least said, fuck no.
Right.
Like, I tried to get Colin Craig on, because I think that would have been a real laugh.
Yep.
Oh,
And I would have been real friendly to him. Like, I wouldn't have
Yeah.
talked about all the legal trouble and, like, being a sex creep
yeah.
and all of that stuff.
A poet.
A poet? Oh, look, being a poet's great.
Yeah.
I'm down with being a poet. Mr. X, is that what he called himself? Something like that?
Yes.
But he also is a bit of a creep, turns out.
Yep.
But he's a good sport.
Is he?
Well,
Is
he did
though?
that thing with David Farrier in the sauna in his suit.
Yep.
That seems like it
That's a good
indicates
sport,
he's
yes.
either a good sport or literally a lizard person.
Or, yeah, he may not have realised that there was anything quirky or funny
Not a
about that
bit.
setup. It's like, there's a good chance that just the way we're dressed might offend him. You know,
Yeah.
he might look at us and go, "You're not taking any of this seriously."
Which is literally true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Neither of you are wearing. None of us are wearing a hat. That might really get up his nose.
I haven't done my laces up.
Yeah.
No ties.
Yeah. I haven't shaved.
You're in shape. No, neither of you are shaved.
We're listening to a woman.
Hey, yep. That's right.
That's against the Bible.
Mhm. Yeah. A woman who's not even from around here.
Yeah. Conservative Party weren't racist, were they?
No,
I don't think
Just
so.
that
think
sort of
so.
background kind of,
We have a
echo
top
sort of
voter
thing.
apparently.
Oh.
Oh, we do.
Yep, hang on. Let's,
Wait, we have one, as in.
yep, we can speak to a top voter now. Here
Is this the Auckland top voter?
Here it is.
This one.
Oh no, the one Auckland top voter.
Hello, Auckland top voter. What's your name and what was your electorate and what are you thinking?
I was Epsom electorate, so I could have piled on with the National Party vote. One tick blue, one tick yellow. But I thought no, bugger the system, and I'm one of the 209 people in Epsom that have voted top.
Yep. And all of them were thinking the same thing: bugger the system.
Bugger the system. Who needs to make sense?
It's a painful thing watching the stats come in at the moment because it's not looking too great right now. But things could change.
Little known fact.
I was hoping to clear 2%.
Little known fact. ACT 1.8%. Opportunities Party 1.8%. Epsom. In Epsom.
Okay. Who's more worthy to be in Parliament though?
Opportunities Party by a mile.
Opportunities Party, yes.
Because I hate cats.
Hey, Department of Conservation had that policy before Gareth Morton picked it up. He's just a...
Hey, look, I was on his side with that.
I'm on
I
his
like
side with the cats as well. I think
Yeah.
people who disagree are crazy.
Yeah, or had no idea what he actually said.
About it in a slightly better way though, maybe.
I don't know. It was the most gentle thing in the world. He said, if your cat dies,
Don't replace it.
Well, no, don't replace it unless you want a cat. Don't automatically replace it just
Yeah.
because you had a cat and therefore you have to continue to have a cat.
Yeah.
That's all he said, and people were like, he's going to murder my cat.
He's going to come into my house in the dead of night
His
and
moustache,
he's going to David Bane all my cats.
his moustache is made out of stolen cats.
Would that mean in that story that the cat's father is actually the one that did that? I don't know. That's...
Robin did not kill the cats.
If he had, there would be some shred of physical evidence
Yeah.
pointing to him.
Come back to you. I'll fix my Parliament reference.
Oh, we've got
Yay!
Hey, thank you very much, Opportunities Party voter.
Oh, and
We'll come
also,
back to you as
thank you
their,
for voting
as their vote,
Opportunities Party not being selfish like the rest of the country.
as their vote approaches 5% and they inevitably go over the threshold. We'll talk to you again.
That was a real reference. Apparently,
Yay.
Gareth Morgan called
Let's
everyone who
give it
didn't
a try.
vote Opportunities Party
Are you ready?
selfish.
Look at the monitor.
That's how politics works.
Look.
All right.
What?
Okay,
Looking.
it's going to come
What
up.
are we looking at?
Here we go. Live results.
Oh,
Hey, we're up to 42% Canada.
oh my
Very
God!
good.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Whoa.
That's pretty cool.
Likely
And it's
go-
approximately
except-
cupcake shaped.
Oh, hang on though, you got a problem here.
No, why?
Likely government
Yes.
with 59 seats.
Yeah, that doesn't. Where's the maths in
Likely
that?
opposition,
It's more than how many have they got?
61.
61.
Well, that's weird, eh?
Yeah,
Well, so I
have to
didn't
come
fix
back.
it.
That's not a
I
bug.
didn't
It's,
fix it as such.
yeah.
Put it up on the
Well,
stream.
it is. It's
Put it on the
fix.
stream.
Okay, right.
Yeah.
Put it up on the screen.
Even though it's kind of funny.
No, no. Well, look, we get
kinda
the
not
we get the
right,
point.
but
We get the
it's-
point. There's one small detail that it's. Here you go.
Look at that. Look at that.
Too early to call it, obviously, but if things hold at this level, we're looking at a change of government there.
Well, it's all down to. We've already known it was down to New Zealand first. We're just going through the motions with this election night results count.
Yep.
Everyone might as well turn off their computers and go to bed.
Right, well, I'll go back to that.
Winnie.
Yeah,
Winnie is winning.
It was always about Winnie. It's been about Winnie for weeks, isn't it? I mean,
Yeah.
Well,
It's
if you listen to anyone in the New Zealand media, did you watch that last leaders debate? The line of questioning towards the end there was, essentially Hosking asking them repeatedly. So, what about when Winston makes you dance naked in the middle of the street? What are you going to do then? What about?
I apologise. I touched my ear thing, so I'm going to cough. Oh my God!
You need to balance it out.
It sounded like Pac-Man.
You need something in your other ear.
Wee. Is there a way that I can look at that dashboard on the dashboard, the Parliament on the dashboard?
No, I was looking for that. That's.
Sorry.
What are all these things that are turned
Too
off
fancy
in
for the likes
graphics?
of us.
And would you be pissed off if I turned them on?
Don't turn them on. I'll touch them.
So I actually can break everything really easily,
Yeah,
eh?
absolutely.
Okay.
And they're turned on currently. If you turn them off, they'll go away.
So given that it's not really working anyway, so.
Oh, it's definitely no. The results were.
The results are.
They were
I figured
solid.
out my problem.
Oh.
I don't have New Zealand First in my coalition calculation.
Oh. You didn't have the Māori Party in there as a likely party to that.
They don't have, yeah, exactly. They don't have any seats at the moment.
Oh.
New Zealand First. Let me just adjust my calculation.
Yes, because apparently.
All right, let's see if this. Go back to here, Parliament.
No, because apparently Tamaki Coffee is winning that seat.
All right, let's
Right.
try
So we might not see Māori at all.
Mm.
So that's
It
scary.
still has national enact on the wrong side there, isn't it?
Look, we can just ask our viewers to use a little bit of creative license there.
Let me just, I got another.
It can be the one thing which isn't running 100% smoothly this evening.
One thing.
It's the Parliament.
Hey, Nick.
Oh my gosh.
All right,
Wow. I hadn't been paying attention to what was happening to the Māori Party. They are in
gone.
they're in big trouble.
They're gone. They're already gone, actually, if you look at Tamati Coffees.
They are stuffed, aren't they?
They are stuffed. They're gone. There's no Māori Party seats for anybody.
Wow.
So yes, there are actually history now. Oh, there we go.
You're
Awfully-
getting everyone's
awfully
hopes
tight.
up. Not everyone. You're dashing Bevan's hopes and getting everyone else's hopes up.
You want your tweet to be retweeted, right? So apparently Twitter is a left-wing thing, so this is going to get you to retweeted.
Oh yeah, we're calling it.
Yeah, we're calling it.
Discourse is calling it.
Yeah,
Yep, let's go home.
With 25% of the vote counted
yeah.
in some electorates.
Got 43.5% of polling places
heck
have
yeah.
Well,
reported in.
actually, quite a lot is counted, eh?
Yeah, it's not
Oh.
doing too badly.
Oh, we will.
There's no bread, unfortunately, so we're. We've
Oh.
got sausages and dipping sauce. That's kind
Oh,
of
did the van never get moved?
Oh.
the van got moved. Yeah, but there's no bread to be had.
Okay.
That's okay.
Alright.
Don't worry. There's sauce.
Sauce and sausages.
2 sauces.
There should also be napkins.
Yes, we have napkins. That'll be round 2.
The closest to returning now looks like Rangatira, Rangitata. And
Thank you.
Nice.
Dunedin's out.
Thank you.
What is that?
I don't even understand what you were just telling me. Control room.
What is that?
Doesn't matter.
Rangitata
Ah, 2, why not?
is close to returning.
Yeah,
Double banger.
Thank you.
Very good.
7%. 73% Dunedin South is our count so far. Thank you.
All right.
I feel like
It's a
something's going to
normal
go wrong with this.
Yep. I don't know why I'm eating
I don't even need to eat this.
a sausage just because it was available.
It just turned up.
Yeah,
And it's just a pre-cooked.
yeah. I took 2 because it looked like you were taking 2, but that was
No.
an optical illusion. Oh, well.
Oh, it's actually really good. Who did this? It's pretty good.
Let it not be said that we don't My dad's rocking the barbecue right now. So.
Did someone clean it?
Yeah. I mean, we let it burn for a while.
Good.
Can we get some napkins, please?
I hope these eating noises aren't too disgusting for our viewers or viewer.
Listen, we're going to need a lot of energy for this next leg of the evening.
That's true.
This next 2 hours.
Oh, and you know, so this is on Facebook as well as YouTube. Right? Okay. So.
Throw.
Oh.
Oh, that's good.
My experience has been no one watches Facebook Live videos live, but you get thousands of views after the fact.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, we must know how many people watching Facebook Live now.
I don't want to look. After having seen what was on YouTube, yeah, I don't really.
Right, fair enough.
That's how many are on Facebook. 7.
Would you like a sausage?
I heard that Facebook was where people watched video stuff like that, and like YouTube is old-fashioned. It's for like Gen Xers and little children watching toy unboxing videos. But YouTube's doing heaps better for us than Facebook. Maybe it's because of that superlative votes.discourse.co.nz promotion that we did on Twitter, even though I couldn't give them money to do it. I wish I could have given them money. Can I get another beer, please? Thank you. Have you just got a bottle opener in your pocket?
Yeah.
Just all the time?
Multi-tool.
Yeah. We have 45 current viewers.
Oh, excellent.
Oh,
Okay, that's not bad.
45.
Well, so that in
15 each.
total, that means we've got 52. Except probably there's a control thing over here that counts as one of the viewers. Thank you very much. Oh, wow, it's actually cold.
Yeah.
Wow, excellent.
No, but
How is it
No,
cold?
I'm good. I'm good.
Is it in the fridge?
ice.
So we got ice, but we didn't get bread.
Yeah.
I gave specific instructions to the person that got the ice.
She may have just left it somewhere unexpected. So.
Yeah, I bet it's going to turn out that there is
Or
bread.
it's in your car still.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Okay.
I'm sure
well,
that sausage was 90%
do you want
bread
to?
anyway.
I haven't given you the list of people that we're going to talk to. What's the best way for me to give you the list of people that we're going to talk to and their contact information?
Stand up and bring it over.
But then I won't have it.
Oh, okay. Is it
You can
phone
have that.
numbers or Skype?
Both.
I don't have. Okay, I'll figure it out.
Oh well, we'll just do the Skype ones to begin with, eh?
What was the purpose of the question? If neither of those are any use to you.
I can do Skype.
Oh, okay.
Who should we talk to first? Who do you think? Don't read them out loud though, because we probably won't be able to talk to anyone. Turns out. Should I pay some money into the? Oh, do you want to take a call on Skype and see if it works before we get a real person on?
Yeah, sure. Hang on.
What's the Skype name?
Discourse Votes.
The Skype name is Discourse Votes. Are you sure?
Pretty sure. Yep.
Is that the Skype's real name, not the Skype's account name?
Oh, someone's calling.
Yeah.
oh,
Jonathan Guest's calling.
Oh, nice.
oh,
So okay, well, he's just there. Let's answer him. Is it a video call or?
No, this is just an audio call.
oh.
But are you getting everything?
Yes.
Yes, we can hear you.
Yep, yep, we can
Can
hear.
you hear us?
And can you hear me?
You go for a walk away and have a conversation with us.
This is what it's like at the barbecue, like audio only. That seems to be going pretty well, the barbecue.
You need to talk back to us so we can see if you can
I guess I can sort of hear that. I hope that's clearer on the stream. How do you feel about the quality of that?
I can understand.
It's muddy,
We'll
right?
probably have to ask people to repeat themselves 2 or 3 times, but
No one will get tired of that.
no, absolutely not.
Anyone who's watching this ridiculous thing,
No one.
the
Look,
sausage cast.
no one's watching only this.
Right. We're the second screen or maybe third.
Yeah,
We're happy to be on the second screen. Does that mean that?
or just on a tab. You know.
Yeah. Muted.
Like how many people watching us on YouTube and Facebook and skewing our stats?
Well, it doesn't matter because there's no one on Facebook.
Oh, okay.
Skewing our stats.
Yeah. How do you feel about the unbelievable amount of work you've done, Dylan, to make this happen? And then we got 52 viewers.
Such a fucking waste of my time.
It's such a fucking waste of your time. You could have been playing PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. In fact, I bet if we started up a stream,
That's why we don't have tweets.
If we started up a stream of PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, I bet we'd get
We
more
might
than
get more
52 views. I bet we'd have.
Yeah.
62.
Especially if we started throwing around racial slurs, we'd get a lot of attention that way.
I've got
Just
it.
what we're saying.
It's on this computer and I can set it up to stream out.
Let's do it.
Wait, you've got what? The
PlayerUnknown's
PUBG
Battlegrounds.
or the video of what's his name, PewDiePie,
Well, I can
dropping the N-bomb.
Yeah, I'm embarrassed for him.
you get a list of
I'm not, because I don't know who he is or care.
Yeah, I have. Now you've got a laptop in front of you. Should I just send the stuff to you?
Sure, fine, do that.
Would that be better?
Not really.
Good.
Who should we talk to first? Look, I've got to say, you can talk to whoever you want, because I'm embarrassed to talk to any of these people. These are all actual, genuine, real people. I'm worried they might detect that I don't know what I'm talking about.
Doesn't stop me though, eh?
Also, I don't want this person to know that I redirect his or her mail-outs directly to the recycling without reading them.
What's the best way to send stuff to you, old Dills?
I don't know, man. Email, Facebook Messenger.
He's not going to look at it anyway.
Uh-oh. I got slightly quoted on that David baiting the cats.
Oh.
So I might be in trouble now. Except, who would ever convict? What's the legal term for that? Defamation?
Contempt of court.
Is
I
it
don't
the
know.
other one?
Yeah, yeah, slander.
But everyone knows.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not like it's something important like.
I've been asked to do a shout out
Oh,
for Wendy Petrie fish bass.
Okay.
I don't know what fish bass is. I mean, I know what a bass is,
fish.
and I know that.
Yeah, you know who Wendy Petrie is, but
No, is she a TV3 person?
no, TV1.
TV1.
TV1? TVNZ person?
Yeah.
New Zealand Broadcasting Corporation?
Yes.
Yes.
Well, for now.
Are we more together
Well, no.
or less together than Chinese TV? Panda TV?
What do you mean?
Freeview 55 or whatever?
What do you mean less together?
Like,
Definitely less together.
Yeah, probably less together.
yeah.
They can
But
broadcast.
like, that's our thing, isn't it?
Yeah, like relaxed and casual and
Yeah.
just like stand up halfway and get some sausages. And,
Yeah.
yeah.
I like.
Like,
to
that's
think
all right,
that
isn't it?
That's
I mean,
all
that's
right.
New
Yeah.
Zealand.
If you were annoyed or embarrassed
Is
by
Chinese
being on
TV,
this,
is it mainly first generation?
Yes.
See, if they were second generation, they'd have sausages during
Yeah,
the middle
when
of the
we come in
broadcast as
jangles
well.
And stuff, yeah.
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 And they wouldn't do up their laces.
No, oh, yeah. No, yeah, exactly.
Casual as heck.
Casual is good, yeah.
Only just got their button stitched back on tonight.
did you do it yourself or did you have help?
I had
You
help.
got Fox to do it.
I delegated it.
Oh, nice.
Very good.
You should always delegate. Can I, oh,
No, it's gone.
Dylan's making himself a drink. Don't blame him. What am I?
Oh,
Should I just
you're gonna
email
go
it to
on
you?
camera. There you go. You just saw Dylan.
It's massive. All right, I've just emailed you the guest list with, unfortunately, some of them are really going to be only phoneable. Oh, this thing. Man. Oh, one of them doesn't even have contact information. He just said yes, but then I have no idea how to call him. Maybe we just don't talk to anyone. I don't think we need to.
Oh, cool. I want to Skype friend again.
Would it suck to not talk to some of those people?
Oh, it'd be great. I think it would be quite interesting.
Yeah.
If you haven't like made notes of some questions to ask them.
Just randomly Skype some people.
Yeah.
Hey, do you want to come talk to us?
Oh, why not?
Yeah.
Dylan must know some interesting people who he could talk to. Get Stephen Fry on the line.
He is. No, it's like 1 a.m. where he is.
Yeah, he'll be
He'll be up.
asleep.
Oh, all right.
Uh-oh.
I like
Flash
that you
Dylan.
thought I was serious.
Flash
Totally
Dylan.
have his phone number too.
Yeah, of course
Too
you
flash.
do.
From like a 5-burner ago phone.
What did you do? You emailed me.
Who else is political? Get Dave Anthony on the phone. He'd talk to us. He'd be up.
Taking longer for this
What's
one,
happening
so
with
nice.
Hone?
Right, type it in.
Apparently Hone is losing too,
Hmm.
wherever he is.
Te Tai Tokoro. Tokoro.
If you type in the left-hand side of our thing, you can search by it.
Yeah. Wow. Hone is losing as well to Calvin Davis.
Yeah.
Man, it's not going well, is it? For the small parties. The tiny parties, I mean.
Actually, all
I
for
think-
those Maori-only parties. Maori party, Mana.
They're in trouble.
All gone, eh?
Yeah.
They're in
Hey,
trouble.
but that was an interesting thing that came up this campaign, that the Maori Party are not a Maori-only party. And that number of people who thought that you needed to be on the Maori roll to vote for the Maori Party.
Dumb.
Yeah. Slight confusion there.
Don't expect Mike Hosking to know anything they do. So these are the on our little dashboard, Dylan, the Māori wards. They're all the last ones down the bottom right-hand column, aren't they? That's very convenient for me. So they are all swinging back to Labour. That feels really unexpected.
That's always going to be an effect of a close, fiercely fought race is always going to be tough on the minor parties.
Man, I wish you could click on these electorate names.
Yeah, it'd be useful, wouldn't it? You can go back up to the top and type it in. And then once you've scrolled down to the bottom, it takes 3/4 of an hour to get back up to the top.
So Tamati Coffee might not win Wairiki.
All right. But he is still winning.
He has a
Oh, you
margin of
got
5.
Oh, hello.
Who are we talking to, Dylan?
Oh, caller.
Oh, this is someone who's called in.
Yeah.
Hi there, you're talking to Discourse Votes. We're talking about politics, and we're talking also a little bit about sausages. We're talking about cupcakes and Microsoft Surface tablets. What would you like to talk with us about?
I'm still trying to find a car park, guys. It's really difficult out here.
I didn't get any of that.
Oh, you? He's trying to find a car park.
Oh,
Trying to find
well, sorry, you're still moving your car.
Are you moving your car, are you? Oh, is that
That's
Ben? Oh, Ben, all the talent over this side,
no,
Bevan.
yeah,
I don't mean you.
Oh,
Like you're all the talent that's in the room now.
oh, fair enough.
Yeah.
The talent that was meant to be here at the beginning of the show. Ben, I hope your stomach's feeling better. And can you please hurry up and find a spot? Like even park in front of a fire hydrant. We've actually got people in here who could come out and sit in your car if you like. So you can just get in here and we'll actually finally be able to start the show, mate.
Yeah, so on your
been
way back
circling.
in, watch out for that broken glass that was out the front there. It'd be terrible if on the way in you were to cut yourself on that broken glass and have to go to the emergency
Yeah,
room.
please, Ben. Definitely don't find another reason that you can't make it into the couch.
I'll take care. But I did want to raise one very important point that I think I heard someone say that if David Seymour got voted out, then there would be one less seat for National. It would only be one less seat if ACT got less than 0.4% of the vote. Important thing, I was thinking about that on the toilet for quite a while and doing the maths on my phone, so I thought I'd better raise it.
Did you say 0.4%?
Yeah.
They're currently tracking 0.5%. But that might change.
But
So
the
what
chances
else?
of them getting over the 0.69, that's not going to change.
No, nice.
So did you do an advance vote, Ben, or?
No, I did a regular vote today. All
Oh, I
registered
guess-
and
I mean-
everything. So
Really, this is stuff that we should talk about once you get in here and you join us on the couch. But so are you on the edge of your car seat out there on Pollen Street in front of the studio?
I'm still just driving around the block, but
Can't hear any
as
engine
I
noise.
was,
It's very quiet.
Yeah.
He's got an electric car now.
Oh, right, of course. Sounds like his living room.
as I was again while I was sitting on the toilet refreshing results, I was quite surprised by how well National's doing. It's quite an amazing result. It could be a a fourth-term national government for the first time since 1960, which maybe the shits as well.
It's almost like the polls were exactly correct.
Which ones?
Both of the recent ones, the last two in the last week. They were basically this result.
But not the poll 2 days before those.
No, the 2 days before those, that was way out of whack. Do you think that chaos was a reflection of what the electorate thought, or do you think there was a problem with the polls? Is it just because people were in flux and they were all over the place?
Yeah.
Or is it just chance? Because of course you're only...
Well, all the pundits were trying to find things to pin it on, like, there you go, this is the effect of that announcement. But no, it's too inexact a science to do that reliably, I think. Yeah, who knows?
I'm really worried about that sharp broken glass now.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'll see what I can do. I'll get a park, and then I'll be very careful coming in. I'll be there soon.
Okay, great.
All right, see you in a minute, bud.
Thanks.
Cheers.
Good. Yeah.
See, that's going to have been the best part of the show, because he actually had something to say about what's happening in the election.
The one political nerd thing that he looked up. He looked it up on Wikipedia just before calling in, just so he would have
0.4%?
something smart to say. Yeah, he's the genuine political nerd, not nerdy enough to show up and sit here on the couch with us.
Well, he's got that sore thumb and whatever this car park lie is, whatever.
Oh, there was that.
I'm going to try and make a phone call.
There's a bucket of hot oil above the door as well that I should have.
Oh no, the bucket of hot oil.
Morgan,
Yes.
I'm going to try and make a phone call out.
Yes.
I don't have any way to talk to them before we put them on air, so I'm just going to call them on air. We'll see what happens.
What number on the list is this person? Can you?
Yes, indeed.
Number 1.
Okay, that's exciting.
Wow. All right. Brilliant.
Kia ora, Gareth speaking.
Kia ora, Gareth. It's Morgan from Discourse here. You're on the air if you're available for a minute.
Yeah, sure. How's it going?
Oh, it's going really well, and I hope that your night's going well too. We're watching the numbers slowly start to dribble in. Is it going how you expected it to go tonight?
Oh, I mean, we would have liked our result to be a little bit higher. I mean, we were polling at 15% a couple of months back. I mean, the main thing is that we're back. It's a real relief to know that the Greens will be back in the next Parliament. We don't know what the next government's going to be like, but we know the Greens are going to be there. So look, we're really happy about that.
I'm hugely relieved about it as well. I am still, for some reason, expecting 7% for the Greens.
Yeah, well, we know traditionally we do really well on the special votes. The last election we got an additional MP, the National Party lost one. We know there's been a huge amount of unenrolled people voting, which will be cast as a special vote and counted later. So, look, I expect the Green Party final vote will actually go up quite a bit. So, I think we'll be seeing some fantastic new MPs in, like Chloe Swarbrick, Golriz Garman, New Zealand's first refugee MP. So it's going to be a great platform to build from and really contest strongly the next election.
Can you recall off the top of your head how many specials there are? I think there's something like 250,000 specials or 300,000 specials. Is that right?
I've heard different figures tonight, from 16% to more than 24%. So it's a lot. It's, I believe, larger than previous elections.
Yeah.
So, you can expect the numbers to go up a bit. And because they've benefited us in the past, we are really confident our vote's going to increase.
Do you? The chaotic element is Winston Peters, and he's previously said that he doesn't really want to work with the Green Party. He will get over that, won't he? He'll get over that if the offer's right.
Well, look, he's made statements all over the place, and really it's going to come down to the numbers that are before him. So, Look, I'm sure there'll be discussions. We've indicated that we're open to working with New Zealand First. We've worked well on different projects in the past. So, we'll just have to cross that bridge when we get to it, and we actually have those numbers in front of us.
Yeah. Well, fingers crossed. I think we really need change, don't we?
Yeah, well, I guess what the selection really has shown is there's a huge demand for change in the country. I mean, Labor, the amount of increased votes they've had has been pretty phenomenal. I know they won't be as happy with the final numbers as they would have liked to have seen. But there has been a real swing towards change this election. So we still may see a change of government. That's what we'll be really plugging for. There's a lot of really urgency policies which need to be adopted to address the really important issues facing the country. That mood for change, where I think a few months ago, people kind of thought we were sleepwalking to a pretty status quo election result. We've seen a huge amount of volatility and a huge amount of desire for change.
Yeah. The thought of waiting another 3 years before getting started on the work that I think, so obviously needs to be done. This is, you said sleepwalking. This is a sleepwalking government that we've got at the moment. They do the bare minimum, but they're so good at promoting the little bit of work that they do that there's all these people that believe that something's being done, that progress is being made on these important issues. Another 3 years out, we can't afford to do that. Surely we can't afford to do that. So our fingers are crossed, my fingers are crossed.
Yeah, and it's not a fait accompli that that's what we're going to see. But I think, if we do see that, a lot of Kiwis will be feeling pretty upset. Basically, underhand tactics from the National Party with some out-and-out lies has really, I believe, acted as an unprecedented change in our electioneering, the introduction of fake news. So it's a worry. I think it's akin to the underarm bowling we saw in the cricket test a couple of decades back. It's not on. And I think, Kiwis rightfully will feel that something was off and something was smelly this election.
Do you think a deal should have been done in Nelson?
A deal with Labour? I mean, we didn't do any deals with the Labour Party. We voluntarily pulled aside in the Ahariu seat. Yeah. I don't think the Labour Party was really open to that. I think in those true strategic seats like Ahariu, it makes sense for the progressive parties to work together. And look, I think both parties will be looking at going forward.
Yeah, this hesitance from the more left-leaning parties to do their tactical stuff is just foolish. We've got to get over it. I mean, we've done it before in Coromandel, and we've just got to. I mean, if you've got to hold your nose to get the change that you want, to get the government that you want, then hold your nose.
Yeah, and I guess, going forward, there were some thoughts and some arguments from some people that this was the end of the Greens and it was time to kill off the Green Party. What we've shown is how resilient we are, how we're a genuine political movement in this country with a significant amount of core support. We're here. We're going to be around for a long time. We're going to keep pushing our policies. So, look, we're best to work together to change the government. We saw an opening of that with the Memorandum of Understanding. I think both parties will be viewing how it could have worked or how it could have worked better or things we could have done differently. And I think, working together in those strategic seats is the real critical thing because, National gets a seat advantage with their zombie partner, the X Party.
Yeah. Yeah, we've been watching Epsom. There are a lot of people who just don't get the message that even if there's, like the Labour and Green voters in Epsom could end that. We could choose to end that, but just there's not enough people who are prepared to do it. And again, it's just hold your nose and do the right thing. So how are you?
Well, I'd like.
Yeah, go on.
Oh, what I'd like to see the Electoral Commission do a much better of job in the future is actually explaining MMP and how voting works.
Yeah.
We saw a campaign with the Orange Man telling people to vote, but we haven't actually educated the country, and we've seen a whole new generation grow up with this electoral system, how MMP works and how the votes are so important in various seats and the difference with the party vote. So, look, I think the Electoral Commission needs to really step up in this area.
Are you sorry? So we could start with Mike Hosking probably, and so he kind of misled people about who could and could not vote for the Māori Party, probably because he didn't understand it himself. Are you surprised by what's happening so far with the count as it stands, with Labour sweeping all of the Māori seats and the Māori Party and Mana Party at the moment looking like they're probably out?
Well, I think it's surprising. It was seen as a low impact probability that Te Araroa would lose the Waiariki seat. It looks like that might happen, and this is going to be a big change to our politics. The Māori Party, have been around for more than a decade, a real legitimate part of our political landscape. So, look, it's a real surprise. But again, we've really got to wait for those final votes.
So did you feel like, particularly with some of the things that Marama Fox just said, outright, did you feel like there was some real synergies and some real connections forming between Māori and Green during this campaign?
Yes. I mean, on a policy and a voting basis, we've been close for an awful long time. We describe ourselves as a T2BT-based organisation, so we've had a really good relationship, particularly with Marama. Personally, I relish the idea that we could see a Labour-Green Māori government.
Yeah.
I naively and optimistically actually opened a bottle of bubbly on election night 2005, thinking that's what we could have seen, and the numbers could have delivered that sort of government. So that would have been my ideal outcome. Looks like it might not be, which is a real shame because I had a lot of respect for the Māori Party, and I think they've been hammered by their relationship with National, and they wanted to show that they were a party that could work with both a blue or a red government.
Yeah. So how are you spending your evening? Are you at home with the kids, or are you standing outside a pub at the moment, or?
Yeah, in Cuba Street, we've actually got two parties, one at the Southern Cross for the political watchers, and one at San Fran Bathhouse with some fantastic local Wellington bands. So, look, we've had the biggest ground campaign we've ever run, with about 170,000 door knocks and phone calls. So, look, it's a chance for us to celebrate with our amazing volunteers who've really left it all on the paddock.
Brilliant. Well, you better get back into it, and fingers crossed that these numbers move up a little bit, and I'm sure that they will tomorrow with the specials. So thanks for talking to us, Gareth. It's great.
Yeah, thank you. Have a great night. Cheers. Bye-bye.
Cheers. Well, I mean, it works all right to just totally surprise someone with an entirely unannounced call, doesn't it?
Yeah. He's a genuine professional, he's
The Labour Party in Auckland.
Yeah.
The Labour Party. All right, and is there Peter? Peter.
Oh, right, here we go. This thing is this phone call thing's working so well.
Yeah. It sort of takes the pressure off, but you guys are hearing this, eh? It's horrible,
yes.
eh?
It is. Yeah, better than we sort of feared.
Yeah.
We're able to understand people well enough.
Yeah. Oh, is that an actual call? That's a phone call.
Yeah.
Oh, did you just plug a literal phone into the dish?
Hello, Pete speaking.
Hey, Peter, are you at the Labour Party?
I am.
Yeah, this is Morgan on Discourse Votes. You're live online in front of an unbelievable size audience on the internet. For the amount of effort that's gone in, it's incredible how many people are watching.
I actually can't hear what you're saying. Give me 5 seconds.
It's all good stuff, I assure you. I'll just keep going, and it doesn't make any difference if you can hear or not.
Sorry. Wait. I'm just going somewhere a little bit quieter.
We're live.
And then I'll let you... What were you saying?
This is Morgan from Discourse Votes. I'm going to do the whole thing again, am I? Hey, Peter, are you at the Labour Party?
I am indeed.
So what's the mood like in the Labour Party?
People are still sort of reasonably hopeful. We've got ways to sort of go. We expect special votes will sort of give us 1 or 2 seats as we go. But it comes down to Winston, as we all kind of predicted from the start.
So I guess people will be feeling pretty jubilant about what the current result looks like for the Māori electorates.
We're quite surprised about that. I don't think anyone has predicted that we would be able to take all the Māori seats, but it seems to be going that way. So who would have thought? Committed to a hard-working team.
Do you think that a little bit more tactical voting would have been useful in Epsom?
Yes and no. Funny enough, I was the campaign manager in Epsom. Epsom, we were going for a positive 2 ticks just because it reflects on the rest of the electorate. And the reality is the difference between the left-wing votes and the right-wing votes to go towards Goldsmith is just a little bit too high. We've got to basically convince everyone to do it, and it's a tough mountain to climb.
Yeah. So I quite liked the campaign material for, what's his name? We talked about it before, Parker? David Parker?
Yes, David.
I mean, how much more clear could he have been with the campaign material that said, I'm campaigning for your party vote? Could he have done any more than that? I don't think so. Why did people not get the message?
Oh, we knew that we were going for party vote, and we always were. And I think a lot of people knew that that's the way it was going in Epsom. I can't expect things to sort of. I mean, it was clear. I mean, it's what we wanted. But
yeah,
people are going to vote the way they go, and that's the way it is. There's people who vote party lines, whichever way you tell them.
Is dear leader Jacinda going to be coming to the Labour Party this evening, or is that going to be something that happens once we've got quite a lot more of the count finished, or?
I suspect it will probably happen in an hour or so. I can't say for sure at the top of my head. We've got Calvin Davis and most of the high-ranking sort of MPs, be it sort of Phil Twyford or David Parker, are all wandering around at the moment. I would say she'll turn up, but I don't think there will be a concession speech tonight, just because there's a lot running on, like how tight it is. There's going to be special votes. It will come down to negotiations with Winston.
Yeah, if there's any combination of parties that works for either side, I think that there shouldn't be a concession speech. It just seems silly and defeatist, because who knows what the combination might be. Yeah.
Exactly.
Peter, thank you very much for talking to us. You can go back into the party. I'm sure that you're out in the cold now. Tell Kelvin to do a little bit more research on the whatever the Finnish or Norwegian prison system is, because if he's going to say that we should adopt their system, then he should know about it. So can you just put that in his ear, please? Because
I'll pass on the word, but I can't promise anything.
Yeah. All right. Hey, cheers, man.
Cheers.
So there's something wrong with my my lapel. This one's gone down.
No, it's good.
It's good.
Cool. This is okay. All right. So I realised while I was talking to him that I was like really projecting too much, because probably because like if I was talking on the phone, I'd do that. But this is a different kind of.
Well, I think it was probably sounding okay. Yeah. Sorry, we're letting you do all the talking, but I just think it's probably easiest if they're talking to one person over the phone.
It's difficult, isn't it?
Hard enough to hear.
Maybe you can take the next one. Maybe you can take the next one.
Maybe. We're fine.
Maybe Ben will be in here.
We're mostly decorative.
Ben,
that's right. That's right.
And he can pick up.
He will have found his car park. Did I get a beer? Yeah, I did. Okay. That's a cold one too.
Oh.
Oh, we're doing the sausage gagging. Oh, chicken! Oh my gosh.
Oh wow.
How long has it been on for? Like, are we gonna get pink poultry poisoning?
It'll be hilarious to watch on television.
Well,
for all 8 viewers.
Yeah, everyone's poisoned.
I'd only.
We're on roll of phone calls, so we're now going to call David Farrer.
Okay, but we're
Did
just
you
about
steal
to
my
eat.
plate?
Yeah.
Right, put it down. I'm going to put this
There
down.
you go. Yeah.
We're probably not going to get through. But
He's probably quite busy.
yeah, he warned that he probably wouldn't be able to answer.
Oh yeah.
All right, no, it was a.
It was actually a joke. I was actually calling David Farrer.
That would have been nifty.
Yeah.
The classic Farrier joke. Isn't there a third person that sometimes gets added into the mix?
Is it?
Nigel Farage.
Oh no.
I'll talk to Nigel. I'll give him a piece of my mind.
Oh.
Is he hideous? He's hideous, right?
Well, I think a lot of people in the UK actually want him to move to the States, because there wasn't that thing about he has this thing about how Trump wants him to be his advisor or something.
Have you met Farage?
No, but there was this whole thing about how everyone's really wants him to leave the country and go and work with
They
Trump.
want him to leave the country, sure.
Can we have the Parliament, please?
Oh, probably not.
All right.
All right, let's go.
I apologise.
Good luck.
I want to see your projection, so I don't have to do any adding.
Good luck.
I've got a.
Jamie Lee Ross, absolutely smashing it.
Well, not surprised though, it's bottoming.
Yeah, no surprises there.
I'm just working on I'm going to fix my coalition thing again. Hang on.
United Future 30. Wow. In botany.
Not much future.
Why do people vote for the United Future
Oh,
Party?
maybe they would after, he's called, what is this thing, what is this called?
Damien Light?
Damien, like when he was,
Yeah.
when he
Ryan
became
Gosling.
Ryan Gosling.
Alright.
I'm surprised he's didn't pick up more Ryan Gosling friends.
It's the same as it was before, but here we go. Let's try it.
When you say the same as it was before, do you mean it hasn't updated?
No, I mean
Oh.
it's the same.
It hasn't changed.
The breakdown of seats hasn't changed.
Well, that's good, Dylan.
Yeah, I'm just saying it's the same as it was before. There's nothing new to see.
Okay, so we are still projecting Winston Peters to be like whatever he wants.
Yeah.
Well, apparently, in twittering, people are asking Greens to join and partner with National now. Apparently, there's a lot of calls asking the Greens to partner with National.
Go for it. I'd love to see that. Yeah. I'd love to see the Greens in government, because like it would only happen if the National Party agreed to whatever terms.
Yeah.
And so if they can make an agreement that means they would work with the National Party, which feels unlikely, then.
We can call Rangi Tata.
Oh, is that 100%?
No, it's 98%.
Oh wow, yep.
But you never
with a
know.
5,000 vote margin.
Right.
So if you want to ice a cupcake, I think Rangi Tata is the one to go for. But before we ice a cupcake,
Don't ice the wrong
I
one.
need to change the mic battery.
Andrew Falloon. Decent lead over Joe Luxton. Opportunities Party third with nearly 5%. In that one electorate.
Wow.
4.7%. So that
Are
must
they
be
not like cats or something?
that must be an electorate of crazy people.
All right. Of
No,
dog
they
lovers.
just care about policy.
Oh yeah, that's it. They're not selfish in
they're not selfish
Rangi
voters.
Tata.
All right. Let's try.
Are we going to ice a? Oh, we're going
We're
going
going to ice
up
one of
to.
them, are we? We're going to ice one of them.
Oh, wow.
Which colour are you in? Which colour are you?
I guess we're starting from the right, aren't we? Oh, I'm not going to do the icing. Would someone like to do the icing?
That used to be Melanie's job.
It did used to be Melanie.
Melanie. Can we have one? Can we have one blue cupcake? Let's say. Let's say. Your choice. Your choice. Wherever you want to start over here.
Blue's the worst colour.
Mm-hmm. The blue icing does actually taste pretty damn good.
I can make it from here. Well, that's what's blue icing. That is.
It's heavy, isn't it? We do we need a third hand?
It's a bit cold.
Would you like me to
Dylan's pulled
put it
out
in
a-
my shirt?
Do you want us all to hold a bit of icing under each of our.
National's delicious.
You got here just in time for us to walk away.
Oh, but I figured out how to pick a camera up and take it out.
Oh, okay. Well, we can hang out here for a minute. So this one, this is National Party. This is Rangi Tata. Keep that in your memory. We're going to see all of this is going to be blue, all up to about here.
At the moment, Labour's in the lead, though. You're not worried you're going to have to swap all the cupcakes across?
Shit.
Isn't the government on that side anyway? So
No, the government's on this side.
it is.
The government's always on the right.
Okay.
Opposition on the left.
Right.
The speaker.
Is it a bit fatalistic to put blue all on this side?
The speaker's the
We can
big
move them.
cupcake in the middle.
Oh my gosh. The change of government means the change of speaker. That current David Carter, he's the worst. He's the actual worst. David Carter, I know you're watching. You are such a dickhead. Go and be like the High Commissioner to London or something. Go and do something else. Go and do anything other than be Speaker of the House. If you can't pretend to be even-handed, you can't be Speaker. You shouldn't be. Oh, sorry, dude. I'm just put you out of
that's all
place.
right.
I'll put you out of place. Does that seem pretty safe?
I'm out of place here anyway. So what are we looking at next?
We probably should have found. We should find a red one. Let's find a red one, just so we can have some balance.
One thing
Yes.
about proportional representation. I mean,
Yep.
obviously it's the best.
Yep.
Only way to go. But first past the post, it actually made elections more interesting. Like watching the results come in made that part of the process more interesting because you could,
You know who get in.
yeah. Because as it is, seeing the results in different electorates, most of them don't actually, have any kind of particular import to the final result. And just watching the number of party votes tick up it's not quite the same.
How do I make sort count percentage work, Dylan?
Click it once.
Clicked it once.
Again to reverse the order.
If I click it 5 times, what does that do?
Who the hell knows? Let's go back to forward. And sort the ones below.
Oh, the ones below.
Or you'll only see the summaries, you won't see the whole.
Oh, that's clever.
Oh,
Collapse.
now this
There
is
we
going to
go.
actually be able to work. This is heaps
Way better.
Here, hang on. I've got a plan. Look. Let's go.
All right, West Coast Tasman. 92% of the vote has been counted. Damien O'Connor leads by 5,000. And remaining to be counted is less than he leads by. So we could do a red one, but actually it's pretty inconvenient. That's pretty mean actually to make everyone stand up again. All right, I'll wait until we've got a couple more, eh?
What do we end up? Usually we end up just doing a bunch of them.
Yeah.
When people feel like it.
Yeah.
Later on.
Yeah, but it's nice to get one done because now if we flick over to the Cupcake Parliament, something's happened.
Yeah.
I'll just, if we go.
I feel like it's started now. Now that we've iced a cupcake, does it feel like it started? And we talked to a couple of people.
Should we play the opening graphics again?
I'll do my mihi.
Hey, look, we can. Look.
Are we calling someone?
How do I get this one back again? Can you put that away because that's got a phone number on it?
Has it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, dear. Now I'm going to be cool.
Yeah. I think we're pretty solid on. Oh, there's chat on the YouTube. Yeah. Oh, I haven't been paying attention to the chat on the YouTube. Oh.
Oh, we are not.
on YouTube.
Oh, wow.
How do we not know about that
So there's
yet?
actually live chat going on. Oh, there's Ryan.
Sorry, we're not listening to it. We didn't
I
know
never
what you were saying.
see. I'm not really that familiar with YouTube live chat on live broadcasts. I've only seen the Young Turks, and that's mostly, well, it's unrepeatable.
So the thing is that usually you have to turn off YouTube live chat because it's full of shitcocks and fuckknuckles.
That's what. Yeah.
But this is our audience.
Yeah.
They're our shitcocks and fuckknuckles.
They're not
They
just.
say the things that we are horrible about in the same ways.
Yeah, it's not just uppercase racial slurs.
It's been suggested that Colin Craig might sue, but all I said was he was a bit of a pest.
I said some mean things about him, like that he had, sort of. I implied that he had no sense of humour.
Is that actionable?
For him, yes.
He must have had enough of court cases. Or would he never have enough of court cases?
That's all he's got now.
That's all he's got. Well, that and, isn't he got like a really successful property management company or something?
All right, well, I was going to put the graphics up on screen so you can see all the work that I've done about designing the back end, but
Didn't work.
No one cares about the back end.
I.
Sure you do. You did it.
So we're reading the 50 comments or whatever live chat on YouTube now, are we?
Yeah, I've been corrected by our audience. Apparently, this member of our audience is more of a fuckcock or shitknuckle rather than shitcock or fuckknuckle.
Right.
So that's me put in my place. Jonathan Ferguson, these are similar to the same 3 people from 2014. James was here, Bevan was here, but Ben, I guess someone else parked his car in 2014.
Yeah.
Or he didn't have.
We'd cleared the broken glass from the.
We had an allocated park there.
Yeah, he's very he's hapless, our Ben.
Let's go back out to the barbecue.
He has little accidents.
Yeah, let's do that.
He has little accidents. Do you want to quickly? No, do what you're doing.
Just
do what
because.
You're doing. I'm not the.
What do you want to do?
You're the director.
Well, I don't know.
I'm not.
That's a strong term. No, here you go. Let's watch
We're doing some
ourselves.
barbecue, are we? No. There we go. There we go. Yeah, we are doing some barbecue shots.
We're going back to barbecue.
Yes.
Okay, wrong way to barbecue. There we go. Look.
Yep.
Oh, look at that. Oh, yeah.
That's more than our online audience on Facebook. I wish that they were kind of in here because the laughter is really enjoyable, but it's probably because they're telling each other jokes. It's nothing to do with what they're watching.
They're watching the show.
All right.
And our attempt to make one, to make a show.
All right. They find that cute, probably. Look at all that epic. Look at that placement. Bloody good. Look how well we treat people. Look how well we treat people. I hope you guys liked that I provided bananas, mandarins, and 2 different kinds of grapes.
We did notice. No one's dead.
Has no one had any bananas? I can see, I think, T-bones there on the thing. Don't forget to do the T-bones. I guess there's probably too much food. Is there too much food?
The T-bones are on right now.
Okay, cool.
There's not enough people. Oh, there's the T-bones. There's the T-bones.
Oh, there we go. That's nice.
All right.
You
Rocking
don't
it
have
out
to
there.
just eat colour-coded food. The bananas do not represent ACT. Oh, someone's having a banana. There we go. Good. Nice. Pretending to. Oh, wow.
If people want the steaks, they can come out and join it.
Isn't...
Epsom voter.
So isn't there a country that felt compelled to ban sensuously eating bananas? And
Probably Russia.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because it might encourage children to be gay or whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever weird stuff Russians believe. Kaiwana, I actually haven't had an update on whether our Ben slipped on the glass or not, but it has taken him a long time to get in here. So
apparently we're just hearing from the technical crew that Winston Peters has actually been in the studio. Still slight smell of alcohol fumes lingering, perhaps.
Where's the camera going? He's leaving.
He's looking for Ben.
Hey!
He's looking for Ben.
It's looking.
Is he going to try and make it to
I'm
camera?
sure he's out there.
There's no one out there.
He's got a black Subaru, so you might not see it in the dark.
Are we looking for Ben still?
Yeah.
The whip hand. I'm sure he's out there.
There he
There's
is. Is
someone
that
out
him?
there.
That was him. No, it's someone stealing a car.
It's 2 people having a patch.
Braylon, it's a bad neighbourhood.
No, it's not. Yeah.
No.
Right. Time to cut out now.
This is the real.
Hey, you put up the epic thing.
Oh, yeah, it's still up.
That's
Put
neat.
it back. Put it away.
Oh, now here's a thing that we need for next time. You want a for callers and things, having the name of who we're talking to on screen would be good.
I did that. I forgot to make a on the phone one.
Yeah, so that would be good to have for next time. Next time, 2020, I guess.
Back to the news. Can we have a look at the overall position at some stage? There's been a request.
The overall position. Plus, I think there's the Parliament graphic. Should we have a look at that?
Parliament graphic, yes.
Yeah, I like that Parliament graphic. I like that it takes a long time to come in. Still the same, I think.
Initially,
I feel like Winston Peters will never do what would make me happy.
I should let you know.
And
Initially, the wonderful was it Rowan? Wombleton?
Should you turn your thing up?
What's Wombleton on Rowan Crawford?
Rowan Crawford?
Helped me with the Parliament graphics, did some wonderful stuff, but his were too advanced and too clever, and I forgot to ask him for help on what he gave me until too late, so I had to recreate things that were not as clever.
Oh.
Yeah.
Have you got a New Zealand electorate maps thing that shows the state of play?
Well, that's, yeah, I can...
But is it a geographical map rather than the hex map, and so you're hesitant to use it?
Yeah,
because
no, the
it's
geographical map's terrible.
It's misleading.
It looks rubbish.
Yeah.
That's when
It's
this
blue
zooms
with-
out, that's what
with
you're
a-
seeing.
With a
when
couple
the-
of red freckles.
Yeah. And those couple of red freckles are where
Everyone lives, yes.
Wellington Central, okay.
There you go.
There you go.
Yeah, look at that, that's ridiculous.
That's broken. broken, isn't it?
And like
It's not-
all of the how many South Island populations fit into Auckland? Some.
It's the mainland, though.
Oh.
I don't have the facts and figures at my immediate disposal.
Do you know they call us islanders because we live on an island? They're the mainland, and we're an island because they have 2% more land area or something. Yep.
What are they? Te Waiponamu?
Yes.
Yeah, I like Te Ika Maui.
Of course. You like to fish.
Mm-hmm. Would you ever like to come out with me fishing?
I'll come out with you on a boat. I'll pretend to fish so that you don't feel like, so I don't ruin the
Have you ever caught a
atmosphere.
fish?
I've never caught a fish.
Have you ever fished?
Yes, I've fished, sort of, half-heartedly. Yeah.
You know fishing is real fun if you catch fish.
It wouldn't be for me.
Why not?
Just, I like to eat fish.
It's so exciting. Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to try David Farrar again, the actual David Farrar.
Oh yeah.
Give that a go.
He did warn that he might be quite busy, but
Yes. Yeah. He said that he is. I mean, of course, David Farrar is busy. Of course, he's busy.
Probably live on TV3 or something.
Yeah. And his pocket's dialing because no one would be foolish enough to call him right now because obviously he's on like some actual broadcast. And now there's this person with 47 viewers at a barbecue.
Hi, David Farrar. Please do not leave a message after the beep. I do
Cut
not
it.
clear my
It's
voicemail often. You are best to text me.
Cut it. Kill it. Kill it. Stop it. Don't leave are you going to leave a voicemail for him? Because what he's saying is please
don't.
don't leave me a message. I don't leave this voicemail very often. And so if you're leaving this as...
To leave messages on people anyone who has that as their outgoing message, they get a message.
so that would have been David Farrar, but he's obviously very busy.
Yes.
Doing politics.
Green's percentage has gone down 0.1. I'm very sorry to break it to everyone, but then the number of MPs hasn't changed, and so the overall picture hasn't changed.
Nothing's changing. It's all the same.
And once again, as we've seen over and over again, even when it doesn't feel like it was a close election, just because of the makeup of, how the coalitions work, it's always close.
Yes.
It's always like just a couple of MPs. I like that.
I like that. I like the fact that we live in a country, we're lucky enough to live in a country where whatever the result is, things will change in some fundamental ways, but we'll all be okay. That's an important thing to remember.
We'll all be okay, but there are children who will literally die.
Right. True. Okay.
Ice some more cupcakes.
Check my privilege there.
Have we got more results? We can ice some more.
Well,
David Seymour claimed victory.
David Seymour's
Did he?
He claimed victory
You want
already,
the yellow one?
apparently.
Let me just have a look at Epsom.
He just went ahead and told everybody, and he already did his speech and thanked everybody and told everybody that his office will be open at 9 a.m. on Monday.
Well, this Epsom just happens to be up right now.
For all 358 ACT voters.
Yes. Well, they need a party.
Sure.
They could all come and fit in here. We've probably got enough food for them.
We probably could.
Okay,
We could,
so-
but he's not Epsom. Well, this is not Epsom, isn't it?
No, it's not Epsom.
This is Auckland.
Epsom is far
Is it
too
where
big,
it
though.
all comes
I
in?
hate that Parnell is an Epsom. I hate
So
it.
I'm-
I wish it was Auckland Central. Or, Auckland Central is probably going to split, right? Because the population's grown hugely. And it's going to be
Already
Auckland
split.
Central, East and West or something.
Already split with Mount Albert, right? So
Yep.
I'm not sure they're going to... Yeah, they might split again, isn't
But
it?
the population has skyrocketed over the last 5
Because we
years,
can't
10
afford a
years.
house, so
Yeah.
we all live in a tiny apartment.
Yep, yep.
So-
And don't
Also,
enroll
and
to
some of
vote.
us choose to live in
Yeah,
apartments.
Morgan,
Yes.
I'm looking at the results now.
Yep.
Nelson, West Coast Tasman, New Plymouth, Kaikoura, Clutha Southland, Eden South, Northcote. I mean, all of those are probably safe to call.
You just want to ice some more cupcakes.
Well, it's just ticking on.
You don't get to eat the cupcakes yet.
Oh,
So-
actually, we're sorry. We have two final.
Yeah, Nelson has actually counted every ballot that they've received so far, so excluding specials. That's not looking at all. That's not looking at all close. So specials won't make any difference. So Nelson has gone to Nick Smith, even though between them, Labor and Greens have 3,000 2,000 or 3,000 more votes available to them than voted for Nick Smith.
Cutting edge journalism.
It's
Oh, but it's food.
I did promise steak, so I can.
oh, you know, it's just whoever's
I've
lucky
been told
enough.
to describe it, which is steak with a mustard swirl served with forks and a red wine juice. So dig in. Apologies.
Thank you.
Oh, wonderful.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Oh, and it's been beautifully
Even
segmented into
Easy to
manageable
eat sections.
Edible sections.
portions. Yes. Wonderful.
I can't believe we're eating food off that barbecue.
You saw the poo earlier, I assume.
It wasn't poo.
It looks like a poo.
Thank you. There was poo on the barbecue.
No, there wasn't poo on the barbecue. It did look like it though.
Oh, it's too late now.
That is a very dry steak.
Get used to it.
I'm really glad that I got the aluminium tray from wherever I got it from. Sorry, I'm reaching to get some mustard off my beard. That was
The
$2.
serving platter?
The aluminium serving platter. That seems unsustainable. I got like 50 of these plates for $2. Got like 900 forks for about $2. It's not. I mean, we're killing the planet to do that. And yet people still, they just don't get the message. And Nelson, to get rid of Nick Smith, Minister for the Environment, I beg your pardon? Worst man for the job. He's not going to be there next time, is he, either? This has got to be his last time. How is he even still there this time?
How good is that statue?
It's
As
really, it's
protest
really good.
art goes,
It's
I
really
was
good.
really pleased with that. Wonderful. I expected to get more international attention for that.
It's really dry out.
You've got a really burnt one, didn't you?
I managed to force mine down quickly.
Just
But particularly
choke it down.
because I've seen how you eat your steak. Just bite a cow.
I'm not criticising. I'm sorry. Whoever cooked that, thank you very much.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. You know,
It's my fault for getting small steaks. Probably. So are we going to do some icing? We're going to do West Coast Tasman, Clutha Southland, Nelson. We're going to lose track.
yes.
New Plymouth, Dunedin North.
Take the laptop with you.
This is why we can only ice for seat totals, not for individual electorates. It doesn't work.
Yeah, you're right. It'd be nice if there was like a little, if we'd had more, if we'd like beta tested this, we could have like a locked element.
Oh
on
yeah,
the total.
color coded.
Wow.
Yeah.
You can click collapse all and then click only final, and it'll just show you the ones that have been declared
Oh
final.
yeah.
It's only
Collapse all, only final. They're both blue. We're not going to do another blue one. I want balance.
Well,
Are you having trouble with your
Seymour's
Microsoft
declared,
Surface?
do a yellow.
I don't care if he's declared. He's only got 60% of the votes finished. We're not icing anything under 80%.
I think I'll leave it. Doesn't have particularly good battery.
Seymour doesn't care. He's going to just go, yeah, this is it.
I mean, he's right.
Yeah, he's right. So he's ready to declare victory.
Yeah. If he's under 80% though, he can declare all he likes. I'm not.
I mean, he knows he's going to win. So.
Although, I mean, it means we don't have to think about yellow cupcakes anymore. And the guys can just like have a yellow icing party and just lean back and squeeze it.
That happens later on.
Oh, yeah. You're going to do a swirly?
Oh no.
No?
No. It wasn't dignified for either of us, was it?
Well, I still enjoyed it though. I feel like it's got to happen. It's got to happen
Don't
again.
feel that way because you'll be turning it into a tradition.
It's a tradition.
Dylan's
You
turn-
turned it into a
Dylan's turn
tradition.
this time.
You did that.
I'm not
You did
responsible
that
for
with
my
your
actions.
kissing mouth
I'd probably had like half a
and
beer.
my well-iced head. You did that.
It's not a suitable icing surface.
It's very easy to clean.
That's true.
Oh look, Northland's gone New Zealand first. What? Or
No.
New Zealand first. Oh well.
It just looks like it's still loading, eh?
Yeah.
So do you have like a colour intensity on the map, or is it just whichever one is selected is darker?
Yeah.
And is that meant to be pink?
some reason it's showing up quite lightly coloured in the system.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
So should we start?
Putting some more.
No, like start. We didn't ever do it.
Call another person, you mean?
No, we start.
Oh, okay.
Got a little bit of.
Have I got more food on me?
Yeah, let's start.
Yeah. It wasn't a silly suggestion, was it, to roll them again? Right.
Stop.
Here we go.
Oh.
Why does that not work?
I feel it recurring theme.
All right. Now we try. Maybe. No, still.
God, I'm so relieved that this is dress rehearsal, eh?
It worked when we started the show. Oh, here we go.
Oh, there it goes.
Oh, yay!
Whoa!
Yeah.
Cuts in and out. Is there music to go with it? It's a...
Tēnā koutou, welcome to the third triennial Discourse Election Night Results Show.
No?
Previous instalments have been widely considered the best election night broadcasts in any form of media. And when I say widely...
No one thought that, not even, none of us. Not our mums, no one.
My mother wouldn't watch. She's like staunch Labour, two ticks, and probably doesn't even get...
she's a grown-up.
Probably doesn't even get TV3.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's a grown-up. Like, why would you? Why would you? Where was I? We have no shortage of bandwidth or whatnot, so please tell your friends to tune in. You tried. We tried that. It's really good actually starting halfway through because we already know how well we've done. Tonight's show is brought to you primarily by the sustained effort and sacrifice of Dylan Reeve, our producer, and my co-host on the irregular Discourse Weekly show. Award-winning filmmaker, and did he actually win any awards?
No, not one.
Award-losing filmmaker.
Award buzz having, like there was sort of rumours like, hey, maybe you were being considered to be long-listed for for consideration.
Did the banks take buzz? Yeah, so that went pretty well. Co-director of hit documentary Tickled. Probably coming to a screen in New Zealand some bloody time. I mean, it's been on the big screen, on the silver screen, but is it going to be like on TV or something? Because
It was on Rialto for like a month.
6 months, yeah.
Oh, it was on Sky. No one watches Sky from my generation.
Yeah, we can buy it on Amazon, can't we? I think we can watch it on.
Can we?
On Amazon.
I want to be able to. I want to be able to torrent it.
If it's not on Netflix, then I don't watch it.
No, what I want is the other one, the follow-up one. Because I mean, I've seen the actual thing.
Oh yeah, we haven't seen Tickle King. Yeah.
$1.
Maybe $5.
$5. You're not much of a salesman. Also, the show is brought to you in some part by Epic, who have kindly provided us with a selection of their fine adult beverages. And what was the cupcake company? Tempt Me. Temptme.cc. Excellent. And I guess Spoon TV. And Cruise TV? No? And DVT Technologies?
That's redundant, like ATM machine.
Oh, yeah. Is it Digital Video Technologies or something? Yeah. I don't know how many people are likely to tune in tonight. Approximately 52. Because basically, and this is the only reason that we have a small audience tonight, it's because we haven't been doing the podcast. Is that right? Our incredibly successful award-losing podcast, which we didn't do for 2.5 years. Basically, between elections, we didn't do another podcast. Turns out that is punishing in terms of your audience. It goes away. Welcome to the show. Ben Gracewood is currently circling the block in his car, and I'm talking to Dylan instead of the camera, but you're close enough. It's better than talking over here to this monitor, which I'd been doing all night. Ko Bolton, Te Waka, ko Opu Te Tika Te Awa, and ko Morgan Avery aho. This is the funny part, if you are fluent. E hara aho I te tangata mōhio. Ki te kōrero o tira e tika ana, kia mihi atu, kia mihi mai. Relentlessly positive. That's the name of the game for this evening. Welcome to Discourse Votes. We're calling this the start. And anything that's happened up till now, just try and forget it. All the stuff with the sausages, the mustardy steak, like people just walking in front of the camera, and like saying, walking in front of the camera, no shit. Like if you didn't mention that, everyone would have known also because you walked in front of the camera. It's fine to walk in front of the camera. The 52 people watching understand. Now, let's go to the results. Can we have a look? What?
48.
48 people watching. No, that's YouTube. That's up.
41 on YouTube. It's 48 on YouTube and 7 on Facebook.
That's up.
No, that's down.
That's down. We had 40. We had 50.
49 and 7.
Oh, I feel like we had 40 and 7 before.
I mean, it's up if you look at it upside down.
They didn't like my reo. So whatever. Okay.
They didn't like the fact that we played the opening again.
Did it have sound on it on the stream?
Yeah, I think so.
All right, cool. Geez, it's good talking to Gareth, eh?
He's
sharp. So good.
He's sharp. Yeah.
He's so good.
He'll be having that conversation a lot of times tonight.
Yeah.
As a lot of people will be, but yeah.
Are you bringing up the Parliament, or did it already happen and go away because I didn't mention it? Can I request the Parliament? I guess I requested the Parliament.
There you go. Look, there it comes.
All right. Let's see. Has anything changed? And nope. Nope. It's all the same. So we're going to do some cupcake Parliament. Get the blue icing ready. Oh.
And yellow. Warm up the yellow.
Oh yeah.
We're going to need a lot of yellow.
We're going to need so much yellow. Just completely fuck up one of the cupcakes with yellow icing. Like all the other ones, it's going to be careful. And that one is just going to be, we'll do a total Epsom of it. Hey? You know what I'm saying?
Maybe if you could try to draw like a little H in yellow. That's a
H for hologram.
Yeah, that's an Arnold Rimmer joke. For those, no.
He doesn't even actually look that much like him.
I think
he's a strange.
He used to. It's when, yeah, when he gets his smirk just right, looks like Arnold Rimmer.
Ruben's the ice. Do you guys want to come over and ice?
Only nearing.
Yeah.
Come on, come on.
Oh, our official ice has opted out. All right. I say 2 red and 4 more blue.
Okay. Oh, it's starting to warm up as well. I think it might be a little softer. How much are we doing? Just a little.
We're still going with Labour on the opposition side, I see. Pessimistic, aren't we?
We'll swap them around as we need to.
We're not going to know if we need to swap them out. Should we actually?
We're going to give up on this thing before we.
Should we just say that it's going to be Labour, Green, New Zealand first? Not be fatalistic?
You want to call it?
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, what's going to change?
We've got 84% of polling counted.
Right.
I like the idea of having the left on the left and the right on the right.
Yeah, I like the idea as well.
Yeah. I don't care where they actually sit.
I guess the key one is what colour the speaker goes, and we don't know.
That's right. Well, we better save plenty for that. Oh, it looks delicious, I have to say.
I think I said 2 red.
Two
Never
red?
mind.
Well, I've done one
That's
spare.
fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. And I think it's probably safe to do like 20 blue.
What, you think National's going to get 20 seats? It's a big call. Squeeze from the end like toothpaste. Yeah. It's sort of a worm.
It's coming up the top. The other way, yeah.
Oh, it sure is. It's going everywhere. I need help.
No one else will.
If you help him, he'll get weak.
You gotta twist the end. What are you doing?
What do you mean you got to twist the... No one told me this.
Come out.
I thought the end was supposed to be like sealed
See, Melanie,
somehow.
I told you we needed your help.
We're gonna do.
Oh.
Hang on.
Believe.
Blue crap. Yeah, I didn't know the ends were open. Yeah, do you know what you're doing?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you do too.
Yes. Not with these nails.
Going on out there.
There's a delay. You got it.
There's too much blue. Where's the handheld one?
It's the one on.
It's not fake. It's not fake. Yeah, the sound is carrying. We're holding a camera.
When you do it,
Wait.
hold there
I'm still doing it.
and push it down there.
Well, I'm still trusted to do it.
So hold it right there.
Yep,
Make sure you
I got it.
push
Yeah,
you push it
yeah,
down
yeah.
through
Got it now. Here we go.
See, discourse is so real. You wouldn't get this on Radio New Zealand.
You might get it on Cake Boss.
Cake what?
Cake Boss.
What's Cake Boss?
It's a show about a guy. He's the boss of cakes.
Is he like Sauce Boss? But with less beard.
Got an excited viewership up there, right?
What, are they watching us? Is it us they're laughing at?
Yes.
Wow.
What else would they be laughing at?
I don't know. Some actual content?
Has there ever, do you think there's been,
No.
like how often do you have a thing where you make a thing and like your live audience is like probably over half of your total audience? Like the crew probably makes up at least a seventh of the total audience? It's good practice though, eh guys?
Here we go.
Can we get some,
It's more of just a general pass.
Can we get some gaffer tape for Dylan's bottom?
oh, I wish I'd taken a picture before I mentioned it.
So, what am I keeping going? Is this the show now? All right. Yeah.
We need some serious backing music for this.
Yep.
Go on, eh?
This one's tiny.
I don't think that channel's played up on the mixer.
How do you go find it on the mixer?
Which one is
Fine.
that?
Now we're into
All right.
Caribbean.
That'll do for now.
For now?
He's only calling 9 everyone.
Yeah.
That's all national guests.
Oh, yep.
We can do yellow.
Oh, God.
David, Seymour.
He needs it. There's one that's going to do that.
David C. less, am I right?
Speaker.
That's a lot of yellow.
Why'd you like yellow? Yeah, that's very optimistic.
Which one? Here we, is that's the middle here?
I think we should put him
That's
further
Seymour?
back though. I like he doesn't deserve to be in the front.
Well, that's
You can be like
where he's going to go.
David Seymour's getting away.
This one. This will be Seymour here.
Oh, God, commentary.
Hey!
nice. 'Cause
How high can it go?
I think you could probably go a bit more. 'Cause,
Oh, I don't want to make a mess on our lovely white box.
with the yellow ice.
Keep going.
More. See more.
Alright. Back
All right.
to the couch.
Sure.
I kind of want to try that yellow icing though. It's the one that's actually safe to eat. Yeah. Oh, you never know. It'd be stink if just no one else came back.
If you want to taste the blue ice, the blob there you could eat. It's sort of on a meaty plate.
Oh yeah, that's my meat.
Oh, it is? Oh, that's all right then.
Yeah, Tamati coffee is really running away with Waiariki. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it's done for Maori party, isn't it?
Yeah. Totally done. That's such a surprise. I mean, that is a big surprise, isn't it?
It is, yes.
Like, because the conversation was whether
it.
they'd have 2 or 3. The conversation wasn't whether they'd have 0 or 2.
Yeah. And Marama Fox has been one of the sort of the kind of success stories of the campaign, you know. Everyone was
She's so
really
good.
enjoying it. Yeah, she's great. Wonderful.
I mean, you can go more than one. You can double grape.
I can't double grape.
Oh, yeah. That's
Oh, yeah.
There we go.
There we go.
They're big grapes as well, Morgan. You've done well on the grape.
Oh, grapes.
Wow. That's because I went to an actual grocer instead of the supermarket.
Thank you.
Here you go.
Thanks.
Very good.
That's a good grape. Probably could have washed it.
That is close.
So what was the...
Oh, okay, so
No, that's party.
the party vote is close.
Well, 90% of the results really good. So,
Up to 90?
yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So haven't moved much actually, really. So we're still kind of waiting for Winnie. Oh, actually, Winnie apparently went home. According to the tweets.
What's the code? Was he feeling tired and...
He has to catch the ferry, he told Andrea Vance that he needs to catch the ferry, so he's going home now.
Which ferry?
The margin.
Where does he live?
To Russell or somewhere, yeah.
Oh, but you can drive around. It takes a while, but
Yeah.
the ferry's dope.
Oh, it is?
That ferry is so cool. It's like...
So where is it? Is it from like,
Well,
Kerry
well,
Kerry
the
or
road
something?
number.
Yeah. Is it? Kerry Kerry's lovely.
Yeah, put Northland
No,
up.
it's not.
Because this is... Almost. Jonathan Coleman, what a dick.
Does he not sound like John Key, Jonathan Coleman?
Wow.
Jonathan Coleman sounds just like Sean Key.
Margin of 42 votes.
Look at that.
Oh, wow.
He's still going to get in there.
Yeah.
Not a bad showing there for Willow Jean. I like her. She's nuts.
That's true, but once again, not that good. And, I mean, they don't want to... I mean, actually, no, there's no reason for Labour Party voters to just try and smash that out for New Zealand, from New Zealand first. It would actually be a very hard call to take
There's
a
no
vote there.
there's no tactical option for them if you
Can we just watch that one for the rest of the night? We'll just do a running tally.
Sure.
only 47% counted actually.
Oh, what's that, Northland? Oh, because it's huge, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it just changed.
Oh, what?
Oh!
Don't go back.
That colour was blue.
I'll go back to North. We'll go back to North.
The colour was blue, Dylan.
Oh!
So we joked about.
It's the same day. Dylan, it's blue.
Oh!
Oh,
Oh
big change.
my God.
Big change.
That's a huge change.
This would be more exciting if New Zealand First were hovering below 5%.
Yeah, I mean,
they're safe. They're away.
But he's still going to get in.
So, yeah.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Isn't it funny that we just started looking at them at exactly the right moment? Who had the instincts there? I think it was Dylan.
No, Dylan really wanted to look at Northcote, but he typed in the wrong thing.
Well, okay, well, let's look at Northcote.
Nothing to see there. Northland, legalised cannabis, doing okay in Northland.
That's
a big surprise.
Oh, do you want to try another graphic I haven't tested yet? Hang on.
What will happen?
How do you build things without testing them?
Oh, I tested them, but like it's hard. This whole setup, it's very hard to reproduce, especially with the live data. Sure. Okay, so I'll go here and then go here. Let's see what the National Party list might look like. Hang on. Don't get too carried away.
Oh, so this is how many people off the list who aren't going to win their electorate?
Let's see if it'll work. Here we go.
Who's missing out?
Oh. Wait. This is the whole list.
This is a very attractive graphic.
Yep, and then.
Oh. You flashy. I don't understand what's happening now.
So on the right-hand side, we've got the electorate winners, and on the left-hand side are the ones who are getting in.
Off the list. Ah.
So that's how far down the list you'll go.
Wow. Can we do the same for Green Party?
Green Party. All right, here we go.
I mean, none from electorates, obviously, but how far down the list are they going to go? I think they're going to go 7, so they're not going to get to Chloe.
Okay, we'll just get rid of that one, and we'll try.
But then the special votes could change that quite significantly for them.
Yeah, and that's something Gareth said on the phone, isn't it? I think we can actually see some stats on.
They were going to get down. That Golders was likely to get in.
I think it must break when they don't win any electorates. That.
Yep.
Yeah, I think I broke the graphics broke it.
I'm sorry.
It was a good try.
The first thing I asked for.
Yeah. Yeah. X wasn't in my test data. Oh well.
How do I see the number of specials?
Oh, it's not actually displayed anywhere.
Oh.
It's not available yet.
It's available.
All right.
Hang on.
Have you got it in your data?
I have it. I just don't display it anywhere.
Because it's saying it's not going to change, so if we can find out what it is, it'll be... Oh, no, it might change, because there could be late and overseas votes that we haven't seen yet and so on, right? That are in the box, but...
I meant to add that. There's something I thought about. There are 298,000 special votes.
So that's a lot, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, is that... I mean, it's a lot, right? Like, how many are there normally, though? Have you got that?
Yeah. I don't know. Oh, I could find it for last year.
Last time.
Last election. Maybe I could.
How much difference will it really make, though?
I don't know.
Because if we could work that out, we don't need to count them. That saves so much work.
Yeah. Just go with the most recent poll.
Turns out, aside from the Māori Party, the polls have been really accurate.
Millions.
You save millions.
Yeah.
Could have done the same thing for the flag.
Yep.
Silver fern flag.
So there was a complaint. So I present to you 3 peeled grapes.
Someone asked for peeled grapes.
Yeah, there was a complaint around the hygiene of the grapes. So
They've been washed thoroughly.
peeling.
I mean, do you need to wash a grape once it's been peeled? Because
Oh no, I don't.
Who peeled
I
it?
don't think you need to wash a grape regardless.
Is that really
if you've been-
important?
If you've been
Has it been, had their hands been washed?
At some stage.
Fuck it. I've got
We're
this
doing
thing
like
in my
a Halloween
ear,
thing.
I mean, what's the worst that can happen at
Just
this
pretend
point?
it's an eyeball.
There you go.
That really helped. Why are there so many seeds in this eyeball? This is a very unhealthy person.
They must, they must wear contacts.
Were you Super Human Eyeball?
Yeah, of course. I'd forgotten that other animals have eyeballs. Sure.
I can't find out how many specials there were last election.
Have you tried Googling it?
No.
Did you use Lycos, Alta Vista? Yeah, I'm going to fucking Google it. I'm going to erase that shit. He's done all this technology stuff and he looks flash.
So something else from 2014, I was wearing the same shirt in 2014.
Oh, there were more last time.
Yeah, 350,000
Oh.
special votes total.
Wow, okay.
Which is not to say we might reach that same number, but at the moment they only know about 298,000.
Yeah.
I think it might be that more people just actually enrolled this time because, I don't know, it was a fairly late and concerted kind of enrolment effort, wasn't there?
And we have 11 final electorates now.
Are they all blue?
But we don't know. There's the
Mostly.
enrolling and voting card are in
3 red, 8 blue.
Oh, what's happening in Christchurch?
Central.
way up, yeah. But
Sure. One that was previously national anyway. They're going to stick with national, right? They're funny.
Christchurch Central. Which one are you talking?
I'm not looking at any yet.
You're not
but
looking at any particular one.
I'm just browsing around. I'm looking at IMGA. Is anyone else?
Are you looking at GIFs?
Yeah, I'm looking at GIFs, John. Do you know how much it hurts me to say that? It doesn't hurt. There shouldn't be any fuss about that.
There isn't, because there's one correct answer and it's obvious and everyone knows it.
Jeff.
Yeah, of course.
Okay. Where do you stand on that,
Jeff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, apparently the
If
guy
someone
who created.
invents, if someone invents something, they get to decide what it's called.
Yeah. And if he calls it Jif, it's Jif.
Yeah. And people are like, but a G is never pronounced soft. They have giraffes.
Gelignite?
Yeah. Galignite.
Gelignite. Yeah. Oh, yeah, my bad.
Geoffrey.
Yeah.
Yeah. Geoffrey Palmer, you know,
Yeah.
former Prime Minister.
It's very strange what's happened in Oharu, because last time, obviously they had United Future representative. Bale Narakuita Vuki, who is the United Future electorate MP,
Almost as though they weren't voting for the party.
He is in very distant 6th place. Bale.
And also a YouTube stream was like
Why did this just change? Oh, I can. Oh, you can.
You can just move.
You can just
right?
swipe stuff. And it-
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
not if you select everything. If you select everything, no, it's all gone wrong now.
I did that just for me because I've got a touchscreen laptop.
What would be great is if people could see what you were looking at.
That
tried
would
to do
be.
that before, it didn't work.
That would be great if people could see what I was looking at.
Yeah, no, it didn't work.
I could describe it. I'm looking at a web page in the Chrome web browser. It looks like a color-coded Excel spreadsheet with a list of electorate names and leader names. Do we want to get someone on the phone?
Sure, hang on. See if you can let this Chrome have it nice. Sure, let me try someone. Let me try. Oh, hang on. Here's some guy who wants us to call him on Skype. Let's just call him and see what happens.
Is this going to be the barbecue again?
Probably.
Ooh.
Ray Taylor.
Oh, excellent. Hold the line, Ray. We're just trying to get you on screen.
Hey! Kia ora, Ray. Enjoying an ice block, are you, buddy?
I am. Yes. So we're just watching the Greens. Greens up there talking about Winston Peters and bringing him over to their side, which obviously is probably the wrong way to go. If they were to get friendly with National, if James Shaw went to his party and said, we want to do something, we don't just want to sit here on the side anymore, they could put together a pretty good package to negotiate with National and actually become part of the powerful coalition. They'll do much better than where they have been in the past, where they're just sitting on the side, whinging about things, saying we should do better. Well, they could actually team up with National and do better.
Well, they've never been treated all that well when they've been kind of on the margins with a Labour-led government, where they don't even really get to sit at the table. They just are taken for granted. So, I mean, I understand that their constitution says that it's essentially impossible for them to do anything with National, but I would rather there be a Green influence in Parliament than not be a Green influence in Parliament, but we can dream all we like.
I imagine there would be no chance of them having a formal sort of coalition agreement. It would be a confidence and supply arrangement, I would assume, but you know.
Yeah, well, even if James Shaw could become Minister of Environmental Change or something like that, he would do a lot better. And it would actually... The thing that's different about James Shaw, previously when you've had people like Jeanette Fitzsimons and Nandor, these have been characters, basically hippies, that have gone into Parliament. James Shaw, he wears a suit. He actually sounds like he knows what he's talking about. And he appears to be respectable to people who don't normally vote Green. He looks as if he's got his head screwed on. And so he probably could swing them around a bit and actually, he's someone they should listen to, really. He's made it to be the leader. Now he just needs to go and actually do something with that.
If there was no other option, then I would rather see that than say, yeah, New Zealand first. Hey, thanks, dude. Enjoy your ice block. And I should talk to you where you're over there. Enjoy your ice block. Thank you very much for calling. Oh, did you do an advance vote or did you vote today?
I voted today.
Good one, dude. I hope that you get. I hope you get whatever the best version of what you hoped for.
Righto. See ya.
Cheers, dude. On the plus side, says the YouTube chat, Morgan's head is super shiny.
Oh.
That was always a very popular feature of previous
That's good.
broadcasts. Yeah, the head shine.
That's the highlight of the show.
That guy, he was a nice chap. He seemed very familiar.
Yeah.
He's not the guy that does the comedian that does the face swap videos. I think he just had a similar tone to his voice. Tom, no, that's Tom. Okay.
That wasn't Tom.
I don't see. I've barely watched any of them. But it's just a similar timbre to his voice.
Well, apparently he's only tweeting online, so he's not in the show or something. If he's only tweeting, he's probably just ignoring the call. Yeah.
Have you got your number blocked? If you could see that it was you.
Hello, David speaking.
Hey, David, how are you doing, man? It's Morgan here from... Oh. Did he hang up?
Should we try again?
Did he hang up?
Did he hang up?
Take the hint, surely.
Did he hang up?
Might have been an accident.
Did you hung up on him?
Hang up on him.
Okay. Oh, he might have accidentally.
No.
Well, he didn't. You didn't have time to, get your name out.
Okay. Hello, David speaking.
Hey, David, it's Morgan from Discourse here.
It's who, sorry?
Morgan from Discourse.
Oh, good day, Morgan.
Yeah, how you doing, pal?
Can't talk now for just at the main party bill's about to arrive, but if you give me a call after you've seen, probably around
5-10 minutes after you've seen Bill English make his speech at the national function. If that's not too late for you, can chat then.
All right, great.
Excellent, sounds good.
Cheers, David.
Thank you.
Okay, right.
Enjoy yourself.
See ya.
We're not,
Let's try the other one. See if he answers.
we're not watching that.
No, we're not watching that, and we're not calling him back.
We're not watching anyone else's
all I was
broadcast.
going to ask him was, as a demographer, is that what it's called? Whatever it's called. Who are we calling?
The other one.
Oh. All right. Well, I'll just ask him. I'll ask him my question then. For fuck's sake. This is just a stupid joke. It's such a stupid joke. I can't believe people keep making it.
He's not going to answer the phone.
I'm glad if he doesn't.
Nope.
Oh.
I think that's for the best. He's too good to be used as just a kind of a joke
A
based on
prop.
the fact that his name, a talking prop whose name sounds a little bit similar to another guy who we also didn't really get to talk to.
So I've been asked for a Gracewood update. He's sharing his location with me now, and on Google Maps. I really wish you could see this so that there'd be proof that I'm telling you the truth. He's on the other side of the motorway. He's really searching far and wide for a car park.
He's
I don't
he's
understand.
fallen afoul of one of those historical streets that were bisected by the motorway, and so you
Yes.
can go to the wrong end.
He does
He's gotten-
use a Wiser's MacBook from 1964, so that'll be the problem.
No wonder he's having so much trouble. Okay, well, I guess we'll come back to this very real Google map that I'm looking at right now.
I hope his car has enough petrol for all this driving around. He
It
was,
would be terrible if you ran out of juice.
oh, it's electric. Electric, that's right. It's very quiet electric car. It sounded like there was a TV faintly in the background there. Maybe
Maybe I'll make a waste
around.
disposal, someone doing dishes. Yeah, it sort of did sound like that. So has anything changed in the Parliament? No.
Not
No, it
really,
hasn't changed.
has it?
No, there's no point. It hasn't changed.
Oh, I'm going to run it anyway.
Okay, great. Fuck, I mean, you built it.
Not really.
All right, still looking
At least our
unlikely, but
graphic
good.
does have the parties on the correct sides, which is good.
So do you draw from the other side if they're projected?
Yeah, whatever party has whatever coalition has the most seats gets drawn on the right-hand side.
Is there any other, because that's cool, is there any other flash shit that you built that we haven't used yet that you think will work, that we should at least show it?
Yeah, or you could show it on screen. so
Yeah,
people
and
can
show it on
actually see what
screen.
we're
People
talking
can't
about.
see what we're talking about.
Hang on, sorry.
They can see it's small.
Hang on, okay. A little bit complicated. Let me see.
You've got a camera on you now, sucker.
Yeah, I know.
How do you like it? How do you like it? As soon as Anna pushes that button.
Because she'd be on
Soon as-
screen as well.
As soon as she pushes that button number 1.
We're going to do two-factor rules to log into Twitter. Alright, so I can just find
Is this free-range chicken? Does anyone know? Do you?
Mad Butcher.
Mad Butcher?
In a $50 meal tray.
Probably not. Yeah.
Definitely. Nope.
There we go. There's Dylan.
Is all this just to put the Parliament graphic up on the stream?
Alright, so
Something else. Oh, that doesn't look good. Object not found. What is?
oh yeah, okay. Well, that doesn't look
Oh. Yay!
I like that.
They like that in the audience.
Let me just try this one here. Save settings.
I mean, I wish that laughter could get piped through the stream because it'd be like a fun laugh track.
Yeah, we should definitely next time remember to have a mic on the audience so we can.
You're lucky you have a mic on you.
Okay.
And have like stadium seats.
Mm-hmm. I want to have like a 1980s style sports thing where we can draw on the screen.
Yeah.
Little arrows, circle things.
Like a light pen thing.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know. Well, I don't know the terminology.
Me neither.
Really, it's pretty good. It's going to be, I think you're going to
Are you wearing your hacking gloves? You need a balaclava because it sounds like you're doing some complicated shit.
I have to actually do this from the console.
Do you need another person on the keyboard with you?
See if that worked. Did it work?
You
No.
saw a little clip from one of the CSI shows. What's the one where they have, you know,
I don't know.
computer crime?
I don't know.
But anyway, they were being hacked, so they were typing away madly.
that doesn't work at
But she
all,
couldn't
so-
type fast enough to stop this hacking attempt. So
Can you
one of the other people
imagine
came along and was
trying to
typing on the other
synchronize
side
your
of
key
the keyboard.
presses into...
Don't need to imagine it. I've seen it on CSI.
No, so the thing I wanted to, it just doesn't. We just need to accept that it just doesn't, and I don't know what I'm doing.
What were you trying to do? Could you describe it to us?
I built the
Could you come over here and sort of act it out, or do an
Interpretive
interpretive
dance?
dance?
Lord style?
Here's the most I'm allowed to do. I'll put this microphone on, and then I will. Oh, that doesn't know.
God, what is the
So,
time?
What it
Oh.
is, what it is, you see, guys.
No
is
wonder the energy's feeling low. It's 11 o'clock at night. I thought we were going to
No.
be done by 8.
Oh,
Well, it does certainly make the time go.
yeah, it's almost 11.
How is the time flown so fast?
That's why Winston is going back home and having a nap. Well, he needs to sleep, hey?
He was not going home for a sleep. He was going home for a
Wank. What?
bit of
I can't believe you said that.
it's a whiskey.
Oh, that makes so
Nothing.
much more sense.
This is my drinking gesture.
Oh, God.
Oh, God, it's late. I really wish Chloe had gotten back to us. I'm dark on Chloe now. I voted for her in the mayoral election.
Wait. Oh, so you voted for her for mayor?
Yeah.
You did vote for yourself for local
Local board, shit, yeah.
Okay. So did I. I voted for
Thank
you
you.
for local board.
Oh, right.
Yep.
I need to talk to someone who knows how to
Okay.
do campaigning.
All right,
Yep.
guys.
Because next time I want to actually not lose.
Look, I'm taking this seriously. I put a mic on.
Yep,
we
as you were.
have 91% of the polling places counted. 92%.
Yep.
Let's just ice the parliament.
Okay.
Should we just get it over and done with?
Yep.
We'll ice the parliament.
Right.
Well, apparently Jacinda is in our tier centre. What am I hearing right now?
Static.
Me.
Or
What? Nothing.
We're hearing.
got some white noise there.
Yeah, we got noise.
Is it gone? Is it there?
No, it's there.
It's there.
Cool.
I mean, it doesn't bother me.
Yeah, it's gone.
Gone.
Something stopped. Don't worry about it.
And there it's back again. Yeah, now it's gone.
Did the battery get clapped?
So are we actually just going to go for it and ice the parliament as it currently stands?
I think so.
All right, so everyone's going to have to get involved in this because this is going to take ages.
Yeah. We'll get multiple streams of icing. going
58
on.
blue, 45 red.
Oh, we've lost camera 4. It's gone black.
I feel like we need to do it with a knife.
No, you just keep.
No,
You
just
know.
get haphazard.
Yeah. Do we want to, before we get too far into it, do we want to change the positions? We want to swap them over.
Are we going to put them on the other side? Because we've...
Let's run the parliament one more time and see. I think right now whatever it comes up with is what we'll ice.
I'm slightly dreading this.
Me too.
So
All right. That's not close at all. How are they so popular? They ran such a dirty campaign.
That's why.
But
People
would
wanted.
turn me off so much. If I supported a party and they went dirty like that,
Yep.
I'd run.
People were like, "Look, I want to be lied to. I don't. If I sense
But
you're
it was
lying,
such
I'm just.
bad lying.
Doesn't matter.
we're good to ice.
Yeah, we're good to ice.
Just as Gareth said, you know.
All right, we're going to swap sides.
We've seen the introduction of fake news here, you know,
Yeah.
and people are just like, tell me more comforting lies.
Yeah.
You're right. Do that.
Shit is getting real.
Who would be speaker? Someone old.
Helen Clark.
I mean, you have to be an MP though, right?
That's true.
All right, we don't need any of that.
Trevor Mallard.
Some of that. Trevor Mallard is probably a good choice. Yeah. Oh, how about Winnie?
Ooh.
It's not his style.
Yeah,
Not
but-
his style. He doesn't. It's
That
a
would
lot-
put the cat amongst
it's a lot,
the pigeons.
It's a lot of work and not.
This is what I've been
not a lot of
looking for.
attention. Yep.
Okay.
Now, before we start doing, are we going to?
We're going to swap
sides.
Yeah, we're going to
Okay.
swap.
Cool.
Oh, you've been very tidy.
Wonder if we can move Seymour without dislodging him. I didn't want to go any taller than that with the yellow icing just because I didn't trust it to retain its structural integrity, but also because I thought it might be a little disrespectful to make it taller than the man himself.
Hush, says the tall guy. This feels like it's going to be a real hard job.
Well, as soon as
You don't want to ice the parliament, don't make the cupcakes.
Just a little bit. Does that count?
Yeah, as long as you can, as long as it sort of reads from a distance. Yeah, you got it. You got the technique down.
Well, I'm doing a way worse, way less attractive job than you did. You did kind of the swirly upright thing. And I'm doing whatever was done on the barbecue. Same kind of job.
Hey.
Before we
The poo! I'm talking about the poo. How many of these am I meant to do? Not quite enough, eh?
All of them.
48.
Oh,
How close are you, Dom?
I probably should be counting. Oh.
How close are you? Pretty close.
Someone want to start doing...
Yeah, I'll come over and do some blue. 45.
Winston Peters is going to make it a national government again, isn't he?
Yeah. Yeah, I think so. Because he doesn't want to work with the Greens.
He was. I mean, he was in National for the first 67 years of his career.
And he's worked well with Labour before, though. But never with Green. And then so will it just actually be a minority government with Greens outside, just on confidence and supply? Because you know the Greens have put themselves in a position where they have to support it.
This needs a backing track because it's getting weird now.
Yeah.
Somebody
I thought that was your job.
For the love of God, don't make it my job.
Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun.
The stream is still set to one of the wide cameras in the lounge. For the love of God.
No!
Who's on the
But
street?
that's not.
It is! It's set to the couch!
Not according to that monitor.
Who's the director? Wait, we'll
All right, I'm going to clean off all these cupcakes. We're starting again.
Someone's wide.
I hope people are taking screenshots of this for Twitter. This is our legacy.
See, your ones are heaps nicer than mine.
got
You're
a
getting heaps
technique.
better. Is it because
Yeah.
they're warming up?
Yeah, it's getting nice and warm.
Typical National versus Labour.
You get a bit more icing with Labour. And it's dressed up better with National.
It's more evenly distributed over that side.
I don't know, the National ones do look better. I think we're all going to enjoy eating the National cupcakes.
Have I done 36?
There's 27 up until you get to the curve.
The ISIS are in charge of counting their own cupcakes.
Oh man, okay. Nobody shout out numbers for a while.
43.
2.
44.
1.
So that's 27 anyway.
45.
27 for the first 9 rows.
Okay.
Which is like a straight part.
All right.
I don't know, you get away with it like 2 minutes before they shut you off, so. How do they lose it? It might as well be.
I might have done 46.
This is that tiny one. This way you can see the tiny one. What did you do, Morgan?
How many have I done?
I'm basically going to halfway, right?
Is it just done?
One short of halfway, okay.
This is about there-ish.
Yeah, one more.
Oh, the icing's really nice. All right.
There's a lot of it.
Now it's going to get dark.
This is what everyone wants, a grey icing. Yeah. Oh, Mummy, can I have the grey one?
That's how we all feel about New Zealand first.
Is that can't be right. 9?
Yep, they're on 9. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah.
No, I think you have to remove 1 for like the 119 parliament.
There's 9. I think.
If you remove
Yeah,
1,
we've got to remove 1 because we've got the speaker is
Ah, right.
we've got
No, but there was
Have I not done enough labour?
Overhang. So if you remove 1, you get rid of the overhang.
cupcakes.
Yeah, so that gets rid of their overhang.
Oh, with Māori Party out, is there no overhang?
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's boring. Well, all right.
Cigarette smoke, crushed dreams.
If you were hoping for close, you got it. Or it's not close at all. I don't really have any closing remarks. I guess everyone should just eat some cupcakes and hope that the negotiations go however you want them to go.
End music.
Oh, do you have an outro?
Walk away. No, no outro.
I guess we just like
play the intro
lock off
backwards.
a camera and eat the parliament.
Great.
Go to camera 4.
So we don't get to ice.
Thank
the
you very much
speaker.
for joining us.
Who gets to eat David? That's the question.
Literally the most tastiest cupcake.
It's actually the Trumpiest looking cupcake, isn't it? With that.
What would a Gareth flavored cupcake be like? You know what I mean, right? Cat.
Tastes like moustache.
What? That's every cupcake, isn't it? I thought all cupcakes taste like moustache. Yeah.
Got the hang of it there.
The first line, not so great.
That's a good idea. Get that good parliamentary angle.
Yep, that could be the graphic next year.
Well, it's not very optimistic to think that we might have another election next year. Is everyone afraid to eat the cupcakes?
I mean, kind of.
Because it locks them in place, doesn't it? It means we can't get any change.
Yeah, but are we gonna keep broadcasting much longer?
I don't think we can. It's 11 o'clock. I feel like the energy is. You did such a good job. Look at my one. Like obviously I was just totally. Oh. You alright?
Yeah.
Should we
Purple icing just to
we do no, we had a maroon for Mary Party.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
there was actually no purple. There was purple food colour, just in case.
Oh, what's that? That does not look like Murray Party.
That's maroon.
Mana.
Mana.
Hey, good on you, honey.
You're a good one. It's not a good one. Who wanted it?
I'll have it. Is this a top cupcake? Here. It's a mixture of all the colours.
No, you get brown.
We're down to 2 viewers on Facebook, everyone.
Yay!
Wow, everyone loves the cupcake parliament.
How does cupcake parliament taste, Hamish?
Disappointment.
Oh.
No, the cupcakes are actually quite nice.
Enjoying it.
Oh, he's going for it.
Were you going to do it, Dylan?
Nah, it's fine. I'll eat the speaker.
How about we?
This is the grey icing cigarette ash mixed with Hendrix gin.
I don't like where this is going.
Oh, we'll just do it. We'll just do it like Lady in the Tramp.
Alright, so
I feel like we need more icing and fewer people.
I'm gonna have. Go straight for Winston. This little pilly one here. Look at that. Everyone help yourself to an MP.
Where's Paula Bennett?
The panini one.
Oh, that's good icing. A cupcake and a latte bowl. I like bubble gum.
Don't mind me. This is the nicest cupcake parliament.
Let's do this.
Thank you.
Yes. And yeah, their number may go up when she.
I apologise to Spoon's beautiful light boxes. We will have to wipe them down afterwards.
They have a nice
Oh, in that case, it's fine.
They were very dusty.
Does anyone have any cocaine? Right. Well, that's what you would do on the light box, obviously.
Obviously.
I've been using light boxes, right? Mine does his off on mirror.
Most people do them off on
The small portable mirror.
Yeah.
Is that common?
I thought so.
Do you know small portable mirror?
No. No, according to like TV and movies.
Oh, did you have a Lego one?
Yeah. Let's do this.
Yeah.
I don't know what the greens taste like.
Green don't
That's
taste
like,
as nice as national.
it's like the first taste tastes like bubble gum, then it tastes like banana.
My sister was like, I don't do icing with colours. But she had tastes and stuff.
No, but are they all different flavors?
Oh, yeah. Slightly, yeah. Yeah,
I'll try one.
they're not all food colours.
What's greens are from?
That's why I didn't like it.
Tastes like weed.
I don't recommend weed flavored things. So kind of, I had weed flavored beer in gym. It was fucking awful. I thought the green one was more banana-y. What was the other flavour that you thought was banana-y?
Blue.
No, the blue's bubblegum.
Yeah, but it has like a banana aftertaste.
Yeah, it does.
Absolutely.
Okay, the only one I haven't done is New Zealand Verse, so find out what bloody Shane Jones tastes like. Porn in a hotel room.
Yeah, what does New Zealand first taste like?
What do we call greens on in terms of seeds?
Seven?
Yeah. 7, but
So that's Chloe,
Chloe,
but no
just-
Laura's.
no, not Chloe. Or
Chloe's 7.
She's 7? I
Yeah.
thought she was 8.
No, she's 7.
Okay.
And they didn't win any electorates, right? So
They
that's
never
great.
do.
Yeah. They never do. Wait, have the Greens ever won an electorate?
No. Oh, yes, they have in the past. I think
They've won
some-
Coromandel before, I think.
Yeah.
Is Waiheke just the Auckland Central electorate?
Actually.
Or is it the Coromandel electorate? I should know that.
Yeah.
I should really know that. I know they're Auckland City. I know they're Auckland City Council, which might make them the Auckland City electorate. And they want to be part of the Coromandel City Council, which would maybe make them part of the Coromandel. Yeah.
But they're closer to...
They think they align, their values align better with the Coromandel Council than
That's probably true.
Yeah.
They actually live on Waiheke.
Yeah.
I think people in Coromandel will probably beg to differ.
So how was New Zealand first?
Kind of like
Turn to ash in your mouth.
it's sort of a insipid vanilla.
I think we may have to hold a referendum on the.
You haven't had New Zealand first?
Cupcake flavours.
Yeah, I'll have a couple more nationals.
I guess I should.
The national ones do taste the best.
The national ones are very fucking tasty.
I guess I should find out.
Damn you, Bill. And your
You make a good cupcake. Just squeeze it straight in your...
Who ate the
I'm eating them as
That was
as you
Morgan.
wanted, no?
What's it taste like?
Not bad. Anyone else an Epsom?
Absolutely.
Sweet
What I'm going to do is just
Oh,
that's quite good. Yeah.
I'm
feeling better about the election.
Keep going, keep going, keep going.
Yeah, David, yeah.